And I'm live. And I'm live, baby. I don't give not one fuck, two fuck, three fucks, four. Let me just invite everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Ringa, Ali, all y'all. Let's see, Prancy Audrey. Why won't it just bring you up? It's weird.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
What doing?
Nothing. Did you see my new video?
Yeah, I did.
I love
it. The one you sent to the group chat, or you posted a new one?
I posted it too.
I didn't see it on there, but
yeah. Because I know I don't give not one fuck, two fuck, three fucks, four.
What the hell were they talking about over there on the other line?
I don't know. There's like, oh, just to confess you're lying. You like, bitch, I didn't lie. My God. And you know, it's funny that like these are grown ass adults. Like maybe Morbid might not really know, but like if Bree is really Gypsy's friend and Sheena's really Gypsy's friend, then bitches fucking know. Because like them bitches know that bitch crashed out on that headboard, okay? More than once. But it's all good. It's all good. Because it's really not that big of a deal. You know, there's bigger fish to fry than fucking figuring out, you know, I really don't give a shit. But zero fucks, exactly. I give zero fucks. But he was trying to get me to come on panel because I was trying to explain because they wanted dirt on BB. And somebody who I can't, they have to remain unnamed as of now. They wanted me to give Morbid some receipts to basically expose, but regarding Mimi.
He followed me finally, and it was funny because I was talking in the group chat, and I was like, I haven't blocked him yet. I kind of like living life on the edge. And Pam was like, you're gonna put everybody at risk. That's on live. I'm like, girl.
Well, I love my
What
Pam.
are you talking about?
I love my Pam. She's just trying to look out for us because Morbid, like if we follow him back, or I think if we let him follow us, yeah, as long as we let him follow us, then he can jump on our live panels. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. I think you can do that anyways, but
I think he's too cat emoji for all that.
Yeah, well, you know. I just like, it's so annoying to hear people like, you know, Bree, who I swear sounds like she's smoked a fucking pack of cigarettes since the day she was born. Like, I can't stand hearing her voice. Knowing like damn well she's a liar. I guess whenever she got arrested for rugs, because she got arrested for rugs, and she told them that the purse wasn't hers, that they found the stuff in it wasn't hers, but her ID was in it. Bitch,
that's yours.
That ain't exactly. That ain't mine. Our stories are two completely different. It's one thing to find it in your purse or on your body versus it wasn't found on your in your purse, on your body, or even near you in the car. That bitch. But I guess allegedly there was some shit pulled where, you know, she got like probation. I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck enough to like really look into this shit because what am I gonna do? You know?
Yeah.
Some people, I will say, like, they take this shit way too seriously.
Oh, absolutely.
Like this whole like doxing and
that's why I just find the whole Morbid following the whole group like just funny. Because like what are you doing?
Exactly. I just have no idea what the fuck they got going on. It's weird too. Like,
And it's weird because it feels like something's gonna happen, but like, what are they gonna do?
I ain't worried about it. I could tell you. Well, I told you in private. Like, um, there's definitely something coming, but
Mm.
it ain't us doing anything. It's not like somebody coming after somebody on TikTok to expose them, or it's just
Yeah.
something real life. Right now, there's a couple agencies actually looking into this to TikTok right now,
Hmm.
and this whole jit burst because there's just been a bunch of criminal activity. I mean, a bunch of people doxing each other, and that added together becomes a problem, especially when it's like behind this group where, like, I don't know, cause. Like, it'd be like if fucking, I don't know, I can't even think of a group, but like the tree lovers, what are they called? Like, if they were to, go and do something or were to have, yes,
We need covers because we're gonna make a fort.
we'll go get them off Josie's
Yeah.
bed. And,
You might be right, Sam.
hold on, what?
I was telling Sam he might be right. He said, I just realized why he did that too. He followed all of us because he's fishing for mess. He wants to start shit because it's slow.
Yep. Yeah, I seen Sam in the comments there. That's why I wasn't really engaging with Morbid. Like, bro, all you say is, "Oh, you're lies." Where have you proved that it was lies, Morbid?
Right.
Where have you proved it? In fact, when Gypsy, released and Kenan released these like text messages that they said were quote unquote proof, I debunked them and showed where they were literally edited. Where is your proof that I've lied? What are you debunking other than your fucking mouth?
Right.
Like, you can't be that big headed. Like, the other people, I can get it. They're fans. But, like, come on, Morbid. And then I was like, it's okay. I get it. Kenan's paying you. And then they try to say Kenan isn't paying shit. Yes, he literally is. He's stupid. Like, get the fuck real. You gonna tell, even if you didn't tell him to gift you, right? You gonna tell me if he gifts you $800 in the same, 2 weeks, you're gonna go against him and say anything?
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lions Den wants up. You want me to let her?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
Chilling.
We're just chilling.
Having fun. What about you?
I am just about to my camper. I hate driving like this time of night out in the middle of nowhere because like I get afraid of deer.
Hold on.
And I've already had 2 deer cross my path.
Oh, you know what? There was one. I think it was New Year's Eve. Yeah, it was New Year's Eve. I was driving back from Girard, Kansas, and I'm hauling ass because I'm in like 2-lane road. Nobody's out here, and I don't even like. It was like seeing like a shadow of it, and like I see one deer cross over, and usually when you see one deer, there's like a pack of deers that you just need to slow down because they'll all cross at the same time. And I'm not kidding. Like I'm in my mind like maybe I should slow down. So I start slowing down, and then I'm like maybe I should really slow down, and I like slam on my brakes, and like it comes to a stop, nose to nose with the fucking deer.
Hmm.
Like, man, I would have blown my car, would have fucked us all up if I hit that deer.
Yeah, the last thing I need is to have that happen. I can't afford a new car right now.
I can't afford a new car, and I would never, like, I don't care. I would not forgive myself. A Bambi hit my car, and yes, it hit me because the dent was in the side of my bumper, the front bumper, not the front of the bumper. So it had to have hit me because I was driving forward. But it was bad. It like was like driving around, like thrashing, and I thought it was gonna die, and then it went still, and I learned deer don't blink and they play dead. So I thought it was dead because its tongue was hanging out and it wasn't blinking. But so I get back in my car, and as soon as I turn around, it's getting up, taking off. Yep. I could
Yeah,
never.
we went to Girl Scout camp. I used to be a Girl Scout leader, and we went to camp, and there was a smell. We went on a hike, and there was this horrible smell. And then you saw a deer and all of these turkey vultures, and it was so horrible because one of the little girls, I mean, the little girls were all from the age of 8 to 10, and they're like, "Oh, we want to see an unalived body." And I was like, "This is not Stand By Me, girl. Get over here. Quit trying to run and trying to see this." Because I knew they were going to see the vultures doing their thing. And I know it's the circle of life and what have you, but the last thing I need is like, "Oh, Miss Michelle was letting us go." Like, no, Miss Michelle was not. Miss Michelle wasn't letting you do nothing.
Right. Pam, what happened? What do you mean you're out? You're trying to protect me. What happened?
I was wondering about that too. She got she. That's what I was telling you about, because she was, when I said I didn't block Morbid in group chat, she was like, "Y'all need to block him. You're putting
Oh, I
everybody at
haven't
risk on
yet. He's
lives."
following me. What is he going to
Yeah.
find out? He's
Yeah, I
No,
going to
haven't.
find out
that was
nothing.
my exact point, because I was like, I don't even post about this type of shit. Like, I don't even
He's
make
going to be
content
so
like that.
bored looking at my profile. He's going to be
Yeah,
bored.
Exactly.
I'm
Let
like,
him
I
be
don't make
bored.
content on this stuff.
Exactly. I do think though it's funny, like, Morbid. It's hilarious, and the Casey May bitch and whoever the fuck else is on the panel. I think it's hilarious when I go on a panel and they're literally like they're talking about me, or they'll say something shitty about me, and then they'll say that, oh, well, I want clout, I want attention. Bitch, you're literally talking about me. What the fuck are you saying? Like,
Yeah,
you're sitting on panels talking about my brother or me and my family. But I'm the one who wants the attention. Like, y'all are like so delusional, it's beyond me.
Yeah, you would think that if they didn't want you to have any attention, they just wouldn't talk about you.
Exactly. No, it's they hate that I have any attention, and that's fine. I
You
don't
and
care.
I've told you before, you have just as much right to be here as
like
anybody
anybody
else.
else.
Mm-hmm.
And I've
Exactly.
told you before, you are not Ken's sister. Yes, you're Ken's sister, but you are. I don't want that getting
That's not
clipped.
all you are.
Right. Right.
But
That's
that's
not
not all you are. You're a friend,
exactly.
you're a mom, you're a daughter, you're all kinds of things. You're so much more
Exactly.
than just his sister.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why you may have came here, I feel like a broken record all the time. I'm like, she came here to set the record straight that she wasn't Nina's source. How can I not get that through your guys' brains? Like,
Exactly.
you
And
just
not
you just don't want to listen to it. You want to believe the worst in someone.
exactly, and they're
Yeah,
all like, "Well, why? What? Like Salty Carolina's like, why does she? Why does it matter if she's not Nina's source?" Hello, I made the video for Kenan. I gave two. I didn't even know all of y'all. I gave two fucks about. I had like very little following. It was for Kenan because remember, for a whole day, I was being blamed and blamed and blamed for shit I had not done or said. So I got on here and said something, and
right.
it went from there. I don't understand how they don't comprehend. Like, they just don't comprehend. It wasn't until the second video that like I was responding to y'all, as
Yeah,
in the internet, because they're like, "Oh, she's threatening Ryan. She's that the," and no, I wasn't. I was not threatening Ryan.
If anything, you were warning him.
That's all I
yeah.
was trying to do, was because I didn't like Ryan got hurt, and I just he was gonna get hurt again if that was what the case was, because I just there's nothing that could have been good about that.
Right.
That boy got too big for his britches, man. Not, and no pun intended. But he got too big for his britches, and
Mm-hmm.
he thinks that all these women want him now. And it's like, the women who want you or pretend like they want you, they want their 15 minutes of fame, like Katie Cakes. They just are looking for
Ryan's got too much
a
dip
little
on
bit of
his shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah,
got too much dip on his
exactly.
shit.
Hmm. And a lot of girls, they do
Yes.
like fangirl over him because he was so hurt by
No,
Japan.
exactly.
Like, and
That's
to
the
be
part
honest, they
that
don't even think Ryan is handsome. It's
no,
like a infatuation.
and that's the part that I try to explain to everybody because, like I said, I've been in his lives forever, and it's always been that way. It's one of those things where women just try to get at him just because of who his ex is. That's it. That's all. And he
Hmm.
feeds into it because he's getting all this female attention.
He knows damn well that if he would just feed into entertaining Alive with me,
Yeah.
then he would get all the attention, and it would he would get a. You can't tell me he wouldn't get a little bit of satisfaction because he knows it would bother
I'm
certain
sure he
people.
would, but
Yeah, he
he
doesn't
don't
want
want no
to,
problems with Gypsy.
and that's why I'm like, dude, girl, or he ain't. You won't. I know already. You can. I mean, literally, what is it gonna do? She's not gonna say "fuck you, Ryan" because you know too much about her.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What?
What
Okay.
did she say? Because you know, just as much as dirt you have on me, I have on you, honey. Or whatever she said about him,
Yeah.
like with those little threats. And he, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, like, he's just in it for all the wrong reasons. And you know what? Now that he's got his platform, and people, I guess, like him, you can stop with those nasty yo mama jokes. 'Cause I'll tell you, I appreciate a good yo mama joke. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a baby. I tell my
No.
kids, my kids are running their mouth. I'm like, yo mama, and they're like, you are my mama, just playing around.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate a joke, but his are just foul, man. You
Yeah.
just don't
Right.
talk to women the way he does. It's just not okay.
I just
I don't
like
claim to be perfect.
I just don't understand the whole point of the whole drip burst thing. Like y'all gonna sit there and pick this girl's case apart for absolutely no reason. By the way.
Well, when it comes to me, I just explained the other day, like my son-in-law thought that she was only like 14, 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there. He thought
Yeah.
that's how old she was when it all happened. And, it's just getting that information out there. So these
No, it
kids,
that's one thing is like straightening the stories up because even I did that for my man I was talking to because I was like, you know who Gypsy Rose is, right? He was the Munchausen by proxy chick, right? And I go, yeah. And we were talking about it, and he goes, well, didn't she do like 20 years? Like she served her time, no? And I'm like, no, baby, that's not what happened.
if she had done 20 years, then maybe she'd have been a little bit more humble.
Exactly. And I was like, no, babe,
Oh my
that's
gosh,
not what
this
happened,
person,
and that's why, huh?
I just pulled up to my spot at my camper and someone's parked in my spot.
Oh shit. But yeah, no, I had to straighten out the story for him, and I was like, no, she was sentenced to 10, and she only served 8, and that's why people are mad. And he
Oh,
had no
I'm so
idea.
annoyed right now.
That's the most annoying thing in
I have
life.
nowhere
Is
to park
when
my car.
literally that's the most annoying thing in life when someone parks in your spot.
Well, someone came and asked me if it was okay, or they messaged me to see if it was okay to park in my spot, but they didn't tell me their truck and a boat. I was like, if you park in front of my picnic table, you can park in front of my picnic table. That's not a big deal. But make sure that my car, and I specifically said, make sure I can get my car and my golf cart out of there if I need
Right.
to. And no, they just decided that they're gonna, sorry, this is boring as hell, but I'm so annoyed right this moment. I shouldn't have to drive around in circles trying to find a parking spot when I pay $3,000 or 4,000 actually a year to
Mm-mm.
have a place. I should be able to have a place to park. I know it's not like the end of the flipping world, but it's made me a little freaking annoyed.
and you deserve to be annoyed.
Yeah, especially because it's what, midnight, and I just want to get in there and go. Because I come late because I have to be out here in the morning. I was like, you know what? I just rather wake up there and then be able to handle my
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And I don't want to park in someone else's spot. This is stupid. And then it's like, if I say something, then I'm a witch, and if I don't say something, then I'm a punk. It's like
Right.
you can't win. It's like, oh, she doesn't care. Oh yeah, she does care. She does.
I'd be throwing a fit, but that's me.
OMG, did I tell y'all that I have 10 freaking, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 preteen and teenage girls in my house right now?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then one brother, my son, and he wants to be a part, and he's just
Oh, poor baby.
not poor baby, 10-year-old boy, and then like girls
No,
who
I'm
are
just
like,
saying poor baby because that's how my little brother was when he was young.
that's what I just told him. I was like, yeah, okay, he's screaming in your ear, being annoying, but let's not act like y'all are being nice too. And like, true,
Yeah.
fair enough, exactly.
Yeah, no, my little brother wanted to do whatever it was we were doing. My little sister put that little boy in makeup and heels so many times. And
Mm-hmm.
he willingly played along because he wanted to play with us, and that's what we were doing.
Yeah. You know what, Night, I hope so too. But I'm starting to realize. I mean, well, I've already known like it's this way just in general, but I didn't realize that people would do it like for Tootsie Rose. But unfortunately, when you do like taboo stuff, people like you. They follow you. Like she the murderer, and she got away with it, and that's intriguing, and people like it. I gave this comparison and uh yeah, this comparison the other day or last week when I said it's like the really, really like off, corn subjects or categories. Those videos have like millions into billions of views, and they're like off the wall, like step fantasy and like obviously stuff that in real life would be disgusting, and those
Yeah.
are what's got the billions of views. So that
Right.
tells you people like taboo shit.
Yeah.
So she's like that because she's taboo. That's all it is. We've always been intrigued by humans that are able to do. What is that sound?
Oh, I'll mute. I just had to come in and turn on some stuff in my
Oh, okay.
camper.
It literally sounds like a freaking UFO.
Oh, yeah. When I first start the air conditioner, it has like a weird sound at first because I'm not out here very often as much as I'd like to be.
Gotcha.
If when my daughter was little, because I've had it, this is my seventh season, and my daughter was little when we first got it, and she loved coming out here because there's a pool and basketball court and just all kinds of fun stuff for them to do, ride their bikes around, not have to worry about getting hit by a car, that kind of thing. And now she's 15, and this isn't what she wants to be out doing on her weekends or
Oh,
during her summer vacation.
that's fine. You 15, not 18.
Yeah, yeah. So I get to come out here when she's out doing her own thing, like having a sleepover somewhere, or if my older daughter, because I have a 24-year-old too, and she'll watch her.
And one thing I can say is, like, I might not have done a lot right, but woo, I've done something right because my daughter, if she was anything like I was at her age, If it wasn't me in prison, it'd be a few people in prison by now. Like there's no way. And so I'm so like I'm glad that I think so far at least. Like I know that they'll have their mouth and stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna have too much of a rebellion from her, if that makes sense. Like she doesn't like I don't know, she's just really kind natured or like really soft natured. And so she doesn't like she's not the type that's gonna want to go out and be dangerous
Yeah.
and like she doesn't even want to ride the damn Ferris wheel because it's scary.
I was the less rebellious one between me and my
I
sister.
wasn't. I didn't give a damn. I would ride with strangers on gravel roads at 2 a.m.
No, I literally remember me smoking for the first time with my ex because he did it for such a long time before I ever started. And it was funny because he tried to get me to do it all the time whenever we were at his house. And I'd be like, and I told him all the time, I'll do it on a day I don't have to go home, right? And we stuck to that. And then on my 18th birthday, I packed my stuff and I moved out with him because my parents pretty much gave me an ultimatum. And so I chose like, I'm 18, I can move out. So that's what I did. And I remember we like set up all my stuff and everything at his house. And we were sitting outside and he was getting ready to smoke and he goes, "Hey, you're home." And so we smoked. And then it started there and it never stopped.
I don't know. I've always been rebellious. Like my philosophy. Now, I'll never teach my daughter this. I never have taught her. But like, you can miss out on a lot of opportunities and like experiences by just being a puss, you know. And like, I have in every scenario, like in the movies, that at that point you should have turned around because it's going to get bad. In real life, like I've been on dirt gravel roads where like it's literally pitch black and it's not even paved road anymore, and you should have definitely turned around because I'm going to a stranger's house. And here I am today because nothing happened and it was a good time. And if I would have just been like, "Oh no, stranger danger," I would have missed out on a friend and an experience in life. And that's just not a very safe way to think in today's world. So
Right.
I cannot find who this truck belongs to.
what are they in your way?
They are in
Oh,
our spot.
they're completely parked in my spot. Like I can't even park my car. I had to park my car in someone else's spot. So now, but I made sure that I text them and told them, asked them if they were coming out here. I'm like, and I'm not blocking anything.
All right. Like
It's
how
just
rude,
rude.
people. Exactly, very
I mean,
rude.
we pay a lot of money to be here, and the least I deserve is my space.
Right. What the fuck?
No, I
And
told her
then
that too. I said I'd be throwing a fit if it was me.
Yeah, I would
it's
too.
just like there's absolutely no way of telling who it belongs to.
I'd be sitting outside their truck like,
Oh, you know what I was gonna say about Morbid's panel? I do think that I might have like gotten to him a little bit because he's like, "Oh, you were like," I was like, "No." But you're right. I definitely should have kept my mouth shut. Ken or at least with Ken, it's best to keep my mouth shut. He's proving it, and he's like, like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, think about it. In 2024, yeah, I was quite vocal in 2024 until Kenan said something and shut me up, and we were quiet. I was quiet, and he's like, I don't know about 2024. I was like, I completely hated the bitch, and I said it, and I was given an ultimatum to shut up or never speak to him again. So I shut up, and we see what happens if I open my mouth. And he's like, he takes a pause, and he's like, I don't know. I don't believe you. Like the way he was saying it is like it sounded like, oh shit, but he didn't want to believe it. Basically, it's like, Okay, go do your research, Morbid. I was
He
here
doesn't
in
want to believe it
2024.
because your brother is a sugar daddy.
Exactly. I was here in 2024. And my thing is, okay, my brother's your sugar daddy. Cool. But in private, you should be able to look your damn self without me or Kenan in your like room or on your face or whatever and fucking see for yourself. Okay, she did, in 2024 she was quite vocal, and all it was her opinion of Gypsy. And Kenan asked her to stop, and so she stopped. She went completely ghost, quiet, removed herself from the groups and all that, and has stayed quiet for 2 years. All of Ken's family, in fact. The only one that spoke was my mom's in 2024. And then they stopped, right? That doesn't give you any type of red flags. Why is all of Kitten's family fucking silent and Gypsy's family isn't? Like,
Yeah.
like y'all don't ever think like that?
I don't know. The way that she did her grandpa, um, she didn't say anything about her grandpa doing anything. And then when he spoke out, said something, he said how I don't know, something about her actually being ill. And then that's when she decided that she was going to go and say that he did these things to her. She plays dirty.
Say that again, Lionsden.
Oh, when her grandpa verified, was saying like she would stop breathing when she was a baby, and that's why she had the machine, and on and on. That's when she got mad and she came out and she said that her grandpa did things to her.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to that, never said a bad thing about her grandfather.
Yep.
It's basically, I'm going to teach you not to talk about me.
Yeah, she's gonna mean girl. And you know what? You're gonna get your ass right back in prison fucking with me. Real shit.
Yeah.
Why you think that there's only so much that you can do. Like there's so much little actions that you think don't matter that you can do that add up to when you do fuck around and you find out.
Yeah, everything she just does is just so childish. It's always, oh, you're going to say this about me? Well, I'm going to say this about you. True or not?
Yeah.
Because she loves to infantilize herself,
Well, I'll
also.
tell you this. I don't give a fuck about nothing. She better hope and pray there's no way in shape, form, or fashion, no digital trace, nothing that she had anything to do with my pictures getting leaked. Because I will make sure she goes back to prison behind it. Give a fuck who you are, whose mother you are. I give a fuck. Because from
Man,
what I've
it's
been
too
told,
bad. If that had to happen anyway, like if it was going to happen regardless, it's too bad it didn't happen while she was on parole.
right, exactly. But you know what? That's okay because then, parole would have just given her till parole was done. I highly doubt they
Yeah.
would have given her more time. Now she can get more time. From what I've been told, now what I've found out, like it's not just like her and like somebody I was really like thought was close and Rogie and Sheena, like it was all set up. And they have somebody that's supposed to be, kind of staying close so that they always stay 2 steps ahead. And Gypsy got pissed off about, me and Rogie uh talking or whatever that night, and this was her revenge. That's exactly what she wanted, and her exact words apparently were that this was her revenge. And I think she asked Rogie to do it, but obviously Rogie's like, fuck no. And then she asked Sheena to do it because she knew Sheena would do it. And then
Hmm.
it's still unclear to me how they got the pictures. Like, Rogie, you sent the pictures, bro. You had to have sent them. Now, did you send them after, or did you send them just up front to begin with, from the start? And if you did, then that blows that theory that Gypsy got mad that we were talking like that because she would have known that already. So, like, what?
It really reminds me of like the little kid games where you have someone on three-way and
Hmm.
like you call them and like try to pretend to get them to say something, and then you're like, oh, I'm on the phone too. That's
Yeah,
kind of the vibe it gives me.
exactly. Exactly.
It's just all it's all little kid games. Oh, because she didn't get a chance to be a teenager, so we're gonna act like one now.
Like, girl, and how did you not get to be the chance to be a teenager? Bitch, you was a teenager. You grew into your adulthood. Bitch,
Yeah.
you were a teenager. You were an adult still acting like a teenager. You have
What are you
enough
doing?
time.
You know what I'm gonna do? I am actually gonna move my car and block their truck in.
That's what I would do.
Exactly.
Speaking of being a little teenager, that's shit I'm gonna do.
Okay. And you know what, Amy Leah, like, I know that like family's supposed to be family, whatever, but from what she did when she was younger and then to harbor all of this ill like feelings. Look, I have had a professional tell me about a blood sister of mine and that I needed to get away because there was a jealousy that was dangerous. Now, that like there's nothing wrong with me of feeling that way. I'm sorry. They may have made her feel like she was wrong to not give Gypsy a chance, like when she first came out, and maybe that's why
Hmm.
I mean, she tried. But Gypsy, then I'm telling y'all, there was times behind the scenes where Gypsy was accusing, Ken or Mia, like Ken looking at Mia or Mia, like trying to show off or whatever. Like she's very
Well,
extremely
she said
triggered.
something about that Mia was living with Ken in that house for a little bit.
Hmm.
Is that do am I remembering something? Is that something that was said? I'm almost positive that when Ken got the house and when she was still on parole and had to live at her parents, Ken had gotten the house and she's like, and Mia was living there. Now, if I was jealous, would I have let her do that?
Yeah.
Like this was her own words, and I'm sure I'm not making it up.
Yep. And she absolutely yes. And she is very, like I said, even with his own sisters, she's like that. She
How
doesn't
Amy
like,
Lee calls her a gypocrit. That is like
yeah,
I don't think I've ever heard that before. The
the
gypocrit.
hypocrite. Yeah.
That is so smart.
Oh yeah, she went crazy. Well, and she tried to hide it off like that picture at the engagement, but you would have thought she was the one getting engaged. Like girl, and then you play happy, but bitch, you're seething underneath, and like that, everybody can see it and feel it. And you take all these pictures and you try to be fake as fuck, and you ask your sister if you could post them, and she ignores you, and see her post her own shit on Instagram, and you're like, oh, well, then I can post it on TikTok. It wasn't you ever. It's not your story. It should not matter when she says it on any platform because it ain't your story to tell, boo. Like, so you wanting to say this so bad, it's like, because you want to really announce your engagement, but you can't. So you want, to take that from her, I guess. I don't know. And
If
she
she can't have the moment, she doesn't want Mia to have it either.
exactly. And you know what? That was the final, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. She was fucking done, and I don't blame her. Mia seems to like Mia seems to have somewhat of her head on her shoulders,
Yeah. And
and
she's got a whole career. Like you don't need all of that nonsense when you've got a very, being a nurse is not a serious career.
exactly. And people like, if you read your Bible or you just pay attention, like the women really have like broken and destroyed people's marriages and lives and homes just because they were jealous of it or something. Like, so like her being wise to that fact, like this, just because it's my sister doesn't mean shit. Like, she will literally destroy my home. She could make a lie up about my husband. She could make a lie up about me. She will do anything if I have something that she cannot. And it's not even like she wants Andre. No, she wants marriage. And if she can't have marriage, she's not going to want Mia to have it. She used this thing. She's like, oh, if her dad tells Mia, like, cut it off, like, cut it out, you know, Gypsy's coming to the wedding, that Mia will have to, like, accept it because you know, she's like daddy's girl. Bitch, if she's daddy's girl, Rod ain't telling her that.
That's what I
If
was
there's
thinking.
any day that's your day, it's that day. And she
Exactly.
gets
Yeah.
to dictate who's going to be there and who's not going to be there.
And if she ever hears this, I pray the one thing she listens to is do not let her at your fucking wedding.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to accept those
So make
things.
it about her.
Well, not just that, like, evil literally exists and lives amongst us.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the shit happen, and then we're like, damn, they were fucked up, they were this, they were that. Because they didn't want to believe it before it happened. They literally let it happen before they would accept it. She's already evil. She's literally coming out, talking about, I came out that girl. Bitch, you came out a murderer. You've got a
You came out what you
microaggression.
went in. Yeah.
Exactly.
She,
You're slow. What about that makes you that girl? Your man won't marry you. You had a child out of wedlock. I didn't even do that. Like, girl, bye. Talking about you that girl. Girl, you ain't shit.
I'm here. I'm just putting a post trying to get someone to move their truck. So
You're
I'm here. I'm
fine.
listening.
You're
I'm
fine.
here too. I'm just making me a mac and cheese.
Yeah, man, look. She's just trying to fucking, I don't know. And that's why I said this little attitude she's got. She's thinking like she is like her coming back at people. Like, girl, you're doing it by proxy, thinking that it's not gonna matter, and you don't realize some of your people are doing illegal shit. And when they're doing it for you, and you've got multiple people doing it, Gypsy, that ain't good for you. Cause you're running a criminal empire by making people do illegal shit.
Right.
Please, I know you're slow, but are everybody around you, are they slow too?
Yes.
Like, nobody seems to want to stop you. I think they may want you to go to prison.
I think everybody's slow.
Like, nobody seems to stop you. Like, did you tell anybody you were going out to collab with Natalie when you did? Because if you did, the people you told do not love you.
Right.
Because if they did, they'd never let you do that.
Oh yeah. I love knowing that I have friends who will call me on my shit, and my friends love that I will call them on theirs, because I don't think that you have a true friend or a true family. You know, even one of my girlfriends, she came out one day. I said, "You better go back in that house. You are not wearing that where we're going." And she's just like, "Stop it!" And I'm like, "No, you stop." Locked my doors. So she's trying to get in.
Okay.
I mean, I'm like, "You look good. Trust me, you look good. But this is we're going to church, honey. Like, this is not the time and place."
Right. Right. Like, I'm not gonna make you like embarrass yourself. Exactly.
Hmm.
Like, just because it doesn't look good on you, if you feel confident, but if you feel confident, I'm not gonna ruin that. But if you like, I'm in a booty. If I bend over, if you bend over and I can see your cheeks, and we're going to church, yeah, I'm telling you something. Sorry, you ain't dressed for the occasion. But I think I don't know. It's mean girl to like I don't know. They say like if your friend looks bad, tell them. And I'm kind of on the fringe of on both sides of that because if your friend looks bad, but you see that they really like how they're looking in this outfit, or they feel like you can see that they really do think they look good. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
Let
and I'm
them
not
have
going to
that
let them
moment.
embarrass themselves. I'm not going to let
Well,
them embarrass themselves in certain venues. You know, like they're feeling themselves the way they look, and we're going to the club. Yep, you
yeah,
do
that's
that.
what I mean. But church, no, I get like you. I get that. I just meant like outfit wise in general. But church, I get what you're saying. I'm just trying to. I don't want to destroy anyone's confidence or self confidence.
No,
You know.
I'm the first one to guess at my friends.
Okay.
Like,
Look, I was a big gasser of what's her name, Lizzo. Girl, that's the biggest girl I've ever seen comfortable naked. Like to the point where she rocks it. It's cute. Her confidence makes it look cute. When if she was not confident, her outfits would not look cute.
And Lisa looks good right now.
Yeah, well, Lizzo looks good now. I was just saying when she first came out, that was a
Yeah,
big
no, I
girl.
get that, but I'm saying right now she looks damn good.
Yep, that's what happens. But and you know, I don't know. That kind of sucks when big girls, because Jennifer Hudson did it, Adele did it. It sucks when like they start off like big girls and they're hot as shit and they're getting like all this like confidence and they're giving big girls confidence and then they lose all their weight. It's like, damn. But yeah, I should have figured. But it did kind of feel good to hear Morbitch say that he was Team Autumn when it came to Mimi.
That's funny. At least you're winning there, I guess.
Say it again.
I said at least you're winning there, I guess.
Well, listen, I wouldn't give a shit if he was Team Autumn or not. Okay, I just thought it was funny,
No, I think it's funny too.
like this, just that whole panel, like the
But that's why
Lulu.
I'm not too freaked out about him following me and stuff because I'm like I don't even post content like that.
Yeah, well, he's a real piece of work, I tell you. Almost lost my soda. I'd have been pissed if this whole thing just spilled on me.
My dumbass was on mute talking away. Who was on his panel?
Casey May, Sheena, Bree, some other shit. He's like, just come in and admit you lied and apologize. I was like, you first. And then someone was like, hey, Shorty, that's Shorty. And they're like, you're a bitch, you're a cunt. I was like, your fucking mom. And they're like, hey, don't talk about people's mom. Well, bitch, your mom. The fuck? Don't talk about me.
How
Like,
are you gonna call somebody certain names that you don't even know?
exactly. And then I'm sorry, but just by voice alone, I can tell that they're old enough to be my grandmother. What are you sitting on TikTok panels at all talking about somebody else's family, talking about a stranger that you've probably never met in real life and really don't know shit? And then telling the family that they don't know. Like, you don't hear yourself. You don't hear yourself. Like, girl, bye.
Well, I'm
Like,
old enough to be your mom.
exactly. Like, my mama might not have, or my mom might not have been perfect, but she didn't raise us stupid. Okay. Like, there's no way in hell that you just really think it's, appropriate to sit up on someone's panel and talk about their family. What is that sound? Woo!
It's my stupid air. It won't. It's gotta get like. It's just been not running for 2 weeks,
Okay.
so it's getting all the dust out. I'll mute. Hold on 1 second. It's annoying. I have my rescue puppy out here. Well, she's my foster puppy,
Oh,
and I'm trying to get her. Oh, she's been through it,
literally.
man. When I got her, she like she would try to make herself as low to the ground as possible
Oh,
because this woman would kick her and like do so many things to her. She was matted in pee, like just completely covered in it. You could just smell her from 5 feet away.
that's so sad.
And her hair was so matted to her that you thought she was bulkier than she was.
Wow.
People like that, there's special place in Hades for them.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
They're just so innocent. Like, what did this animal ever do to you? And why did you even get her? Like, it doesn't even make no sense to me.
Well, some people just get off on that. And yeah, Amy, you're right. I literally lied about like nothing. Morbid's like, you lied because there's no video that came out. Well, I'm sorry, Morbid, but if you didn't know how to fucking listen and comprehend to what you're hearing, I said it from the start. I'm not releasing the video. I said it in the video. I said I can't release it because of legal purposes or legal reasons. like I never, if I was going to come out with the video, I would have came out with it to begin with. But what about my words made you think that I was trying to be snarky or embarrass Gypsy or anything? What about me crying and choking back tears didn't tell you that it was hard for me to do this, that I didn't want to do this? But I had already tried to address it in public. I've showed the receipts where I meant in private. I showed the receipts where I tried to address it in private, and they weren't doing it. And days matter. I wasn't going to continue wasting days. So I said something. I wasn't going to ever, like, I don't want to embarrass her. The only reason I entertained posting that video after was because of how they fucking came back out or came back at me and calling me a liar and blah, 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 when they knew I wasn't fucking lying. That's the only time and only reason I considered posting it. But I never had the intentions. I was never going to, because it's embarrassing to her. And all they want is to use it and reenact it and embarrass her and make fun of her. That's it. I'm too classy and too cute. I don't need to give up that video. I was never planning to.
Well,
And
and you could tell in that live you were so uncomfortable
yeah.
that when they kept saying in that live where they're like, "Oh, she's coming back and she's gonna she's gonna put it on and blah blah blah," blah, and then kept the live going. You made him wait for 3 hours. I was in that live. You never said you. I know you said a couple times, I'll think about it." Like, I gotta go feed my kids. I gotta go do my thing. Oh, she's
Mm-hmm.
coming back. She's doing it. They just did it to get people to stay on their live and to keep sending them gifts.
Mm-hmm. And then to turn on me. Like, even when I was behind the scenes, like when I was like texting and I was like, I should be done by 11. I'm aiming for this. I was saying what I was trying to do. I never said I was going to do. The only thing I said definitively to Mimi was, I'm doing it on my panel. And she knew that from the
And you
get-go.
should, as you freaking should. If you were going to do it, why wouldn't it be on your own panel?
Thank you. And I told her that, like, literally the first thing I think I texted her when I got off panel was, I'm doing it on my panel. And she kept that shit going all night. Like, she didn't know that I said that. And she's like, well, I did tell them that you said that. Well, you didn't say it clear enough, bitch. And then, you blamed me when everybody got mad about that. Well, I wouldn't have done that to you guys. I really thought she was coming back. No, bitch, you knew I wasn't coming back. Fuck are you talking about? But you didn't want anybody to flip on you, and you knew that, like, where I was at was like rocky waters, so you knew it'd be easier to turn it all on me, and it really wouldn't be hard at all. Like, you would face no problems with it, because I had just gotten my feet wet. Had I been here a little longer, then maybe, you wouldn't have been able to do that. That's why you did that so quickly. And apparently, because what I was told, there's a person that has been close to us all, and from the very beginning, they got close because they were to stay one step ahead, and they were friends with Mimi, and now that, I mean, they're not friends anymore, and I don't know what that person's intentions are now, but I know what they were when it started.
Has Rogie been around really since all of that happened?
Uh-huh.
Has he? Okay. I just
Uh-huh.
didn't know
Yeah,
if, like, I don't hear anything. I don't ever go. Usually it's forced upon me to hear any of them because someone's like sharing a live. But other than that, I don't go on anyone on that side's lives.
right. Yep.
So I just don't know who's like active. I know Bree was in a chat last night. I'm not sure whose chat it was, but I don't know her. I don't have a thing to say about her because I don't know her.
Yeah, I don't know, Bree. The only reason I have a thing to say about her is because she had a thing to say about me, bitch. And you don't know me, but what you do know is, if you are close to Jip, like they say you are, then bitch, you can't look at yourself in the fucking mirror and tell yourself that headboard wasn't destroyed, that she didn't do anything to that headboard. You
Well,
can if
because from
you.
what I've heard, she sent whatever proof like to all kinds of people.
Mhm.
Ryan saw it.
I mean, regardless, like, if she hadn't sent it to them, right? Like, when I came out, that Sheena, Bree, like, they had to have talked. And Rogie knows damn well. Like, I don't know if he'd put this on his kids, and if he would, God, man, God be with him. But ask Rogan, put it on his fucking on his nieces and nephews or whatever his sister's kids that he's raising. That he didn't tell me that he changed the headboard with horde carved in it, and that's just a
There,
separate.
there
That's
was
just
a
a
minute
separate
there.
episode.
There was a minute there that I thought maybe Rogie was the one who shared pictures.
He might have been. I
Just
mean, well, what pictures? Because
well, if he changed the headboard, that he like took pictures of it.
right, right, right. But those aren't out. Those haven't been leaked.
No, I know. I'm just saying that I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one. Oh no, I am saying that I thought that's what I thought at first, that he was maybe the one who leaked everything, was because
Oh,
everyone
like
was
the
like,
blanket video.
who's Nina's source? Who's Nina's source? You know, because
Okay. Yeah, but dude, I went and watched a lot of Nina's videos, and for a long time, it appears she's been saying that it's on Gypsy side. Like, I think Christy is her source.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be surprising.
that's what I
You
low
know,
key think
either
too.
Christy or like,
Or maybe Mia. But I,
well,
I
I don't know
don't
if
see Mia
it,
doing that.
I said if it wasn't Christy, then it was like I thought maybe Kel Rocky.
Mm.
Well, we know that that relationship is Kel is trying to be famous, and
Hmm.
what easier way than to attach yourself
And
to
that's why I
somebody
said because like I
with the
try to think
nine
about it.
million following. If I have to hear one more time, my account with 9 million followers, so
Exactly. Like
annoying.
I try to think about it like I know Gypsy's, psychotic and has a microdeletion, but not everybody else is. So like maybe some people are a little off the rocks, but there's got to be like some normal people in this whole mix. And so I like I'm in my mind just trying to think like there's no way that they really don't think that like there's no way they think she's normal and that she's not slow or that she's not this or she's not that. So like why are they interacting or why would they believe her or what is their thing? Like what is it with her? And I'm telling you, it's just because people get drawn to taboo shit and
Well,
it
and
does.
people like to be connected to people that they see as quote unquote famous.
Right. And uh Morbid said it in one of his YT lives. It just doesn't pay, and it's just not the gypsy thing is over. It's not good to be on a gypsy anti-gypsy side or something like that because people are not on that anymore. Exactly. It pays to accept a schmurderer because if you have a different opinion, the majority is gonna fucking cast you out like you're the one that's fucking psychotic or wrong or a hater or anything because you don't want to accept a murderer. Like I get our legal system put her out here, okay, cool, but nothing in the legal system said that we had to fucking like her.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the whole world, like if we fucking had met her with the attitude she should have been met with, which is, bitch, we don't fucking like you. She would have acted different and earned
Yeah.
respect. But
That
instead, yeah, she's got this shit. She's got a bunch of youngins supporting her, or rug addicts, or rack addicts, or
that part for
unalivers
sure.
themselves.
But also, like, I still think, like, because like I said before and time again, like if she would have just came out here and went quietly and lived her life and just like did her own thing, I don't think anyone would have particularly cared, you know. But it was the fact that it was like there was a book, there was a TV show, there
Mm-hmm.
was all these different things going on, and she was going on these podcasts and stuff, and so it just created a different type of fucking like cloud above her.
Exactly. Like she wanted this clout and this fame and this money, and I'm not gonna blame her for like if she saw dollar signs and somebody's in her ear like when you get out you might not ever be able to work or you're gonna have a hard time, like you've got to start thinking. So like strategically it was a smart move to try and be like someone with famous status because it did get you money, it got you deals, and you needed that because you were getting out with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But that doing that like literally set her up for how
Yeah,
she is. Like,
exactly.
and she's
Because
never.
that's why she thinks she's an influencer now.
Oh, she thinks she's that girl. Remember, she came
Yeah.
out that girl. Girl, you came out fat as fuck with a weird nose. You was not that girl. You came out in Anderson, bitch. Don't forget. And not only are you a schmurderer, you're a cheater,
Yeah.
a liar. You left your husband. You literally slept out. You slept on your husband. You cheated. You are a cheater. And in some states, that's illegal, actually.
Yeah, and that's still one of my favorite parts of Life After Lockup when Ryan and Gypsy are arguing over the phone. And he's like, "I'm gonna get you for infidelity."
Hmm.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if I had lived in a state that it was illegal, I would have gotten my
I'm
husband for
pressing
it too.
charges. Hell
You're
yeah.
damn fucking right because bitch, I murder you right now. You crazy. You playing with somebody's literally their like crime of passion. Like you put yourself in a predicament where the law has recognized people snap in these situations and you gonna do it. Really? You know that the law itself has paid the nice little subsection in their little codes because they understand that people might just walk in on their spouse doing something and spaz out and murder somebody. And they're going to let it happen because it's crime of passion. They're going to excuse it. Why would you do something like that? And it just goes to show your character. It's always about you, Gypsy. It's you.
Well, and that's, her mother, if her mother did any crime, that was the crime she did, is not teaching that girl that not everything is about her.
Like, girl, it's not about her. It's
But
really not. Like,
I can understand, from a mother's standpoint, why she was like that. She thought her little girl was sick. I mean, she didn't know how long her little girl was going to be around. So I guess I can see it from the parent standpoint of, I'm going to give her the best life that I possibly can, no matter how I have to do it. Like her crimes were
hold on, real
somewhat.
quick. Do you know when's the last time Gypsy had seen a doctor before the unaliving?
She
Mm.
went and she went to the emergency room. She wanted to get her feeding tube changed because she knew she wasn't going to be able to get it done for a while. So she went to the emergency room to get it done.
When?
It was, I think, just days before.
Okay.
I'm sure that there's someone who has the full answer for
Yeah.
that, but I know that that is what was said in one of the FOIA. There's just so much, but
So
that she went there.
okay, so then that's why that okay. Then that's where it's a confusing thing because that's what she's saying and she uses that to say so why if I needed a feeding tube, literally had a feeding tube when she was unalive, why all of a sudden when she's gone I didn't need the feeding tube anymore? And that's why I'm trying to see did that really happen or something, or is that just her story? Because that's a valid question. As much as I hate to fucking give it to her, that's a valid question. If you had a feeding tube up into days before the unaliving, and then you didn't have one in jail, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, and also the whole thing where she was at, supposedly the story was she's at this dangerously low weight, and then all of a sudden now in 2026 she's back at that weight, the weight that was supposedly so dangerous for her, and her mom was starving her, because that's what she was saying, is her mom was starving her. So your mom's starving you, yet sent you to a feeding hospital. Man, you were in there for months, and you had failure to thrive, which is actually linked to her microdeletion. I mean, there's everything, because like the doctor's appointments slowed down and the emergency room visits
Tremendously,
slowed
right?
down as soon as she was diagnosed. Everything went down because her mom finally had an answer. I mean, you're a mom. You know that if there's something wrong with your kid and you have no answer, you're going to fight for that answer. And if that means emergency room visits every other day, that's what that means.
Right. But Gypsy was an adult by 2015, right?
Oh, yeah, she was 23. She was
Exactly.
just shy of She was just shy of her 24th birthday when it happened.
Right. But okay, so was Gypsy like legally an adult, or did she not have that legal stuff because of
No, she was legally an adult. She was signing for all of her own medical care at that point.
okay, so Dee Dee wasn't searching for answers at that point.
No, she had her answer. Yeah,
Right.
she
So
was
one
finished searching.
okay, so yeah, we need to see the medical records, like at what point, whenever it was Dee Dee no longer, searching or looking and taking her to doctors. How long did she continue taking herself to doctors and, saying herself she has these conditions or whatever? And again, the feeding tube, like that's the thing she's always throwing out is she had all these health problems. And as soon as her mother was unalived, like literally while she's in jail, prison, she doesn't have them anymore. They were just gone. She never needed to get the feeding tube again. She didn't have any of these issues anymore.
Oh, yeah, because she was completely eating by mouth at that point. She
But
just
she
claimed that she wasn't.
So then why did she get a feeding tube?
The feeding tube was just never removed. When she got the feeding tube, she needed it. But they just like prolonged having it because they were caught, Dee Dee was gassing everything up to get attention, to get free things.
Right,
She
but
was just a single mom getting what she could. And the best way is to have a very sick child. Even though she was sick, she felt like, I think she probably, okay, and this is just my speculation. She felt like she had to keep on gassing up these symptoms because then you get more free stuff.
right, but that was only until Gypsy was 18. This is a week before the murder. This is Gypsy's 23 years old. And she goes to
Hmm.
the emergency room herself to get her feeding tube replaced.
Yes.
Why is she still having a feeding tube?
That
That's not on
I
Dee
guess I
Dee. That
can't.
would have to
Yeah,
be
I
on
can't
Gypsy.
answer that. Yeah.
That would have to be on Gypsy. She cannot blame Dee Dee at that point. Gypsy, you're an adult. You're signing for all your medical stuff at this point. How in the hell could it have ever been put on Dee Dee? It's not like she was just 18 either. She's literally 23. That means it's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 6 years into adulthood. That's 6 years of you. You're doing your own medical shit. You're seeing doctors. You can say
Hmm.
no. You can tell them this. Like, it's not Dee Dee anymore.
Yes. Yes, you're right. She was the one who was like continuously saying, and there's actually no proof that there was even what was it, the vocal cord surgery. There's not even any proof that that was something that was real.
Right. Now and then she's like, "Oh, I didn't have any drooling issues or whatever." Bitch, first off, there is records you had that surgery and you still drool, bitch. Yes, you did have drooling issues.
The hypersalivation, yeah.
Exactly. Like, and again, I mean, you can only blame Dee Dee up until you were 18, bitch. But when Dee Dee stopped being the one that signs for your shit, it's all on you, boo. Your mom was not manipulating the doctors anymore at that point. It was you. For 6 good years, it was you, not Dee Dee.
Hmm. Yeah, she was signing for everything herself at that point.
And okay, so Amy Leah, so she went to the hospital a week before she got it taken out, and she didn't get it replaced.
No, she got it replaced because they took it out in the jail.
Okay, she got it out herself because she knew she was offing her mom. That's what it said. She said she kept it in for sympathy bullcrap. She got it out herself because she knew she was offing her mom. Amy, do you want to come up?
Sorry, I was talking again. Why do I do that?
You're
I didn't
fine.
even realize I wasn't on there.
You're fine. I'm gonna send you an invite, Amy, just in case you want to come up and talk, because I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, either way it's told, it's a lie because bitch, you were signing for your shit. But it is a good question. Like, she really essentially she didn't have any medical issues after she was arrested, but she was 23. So
Well,
it's
you know, and she says that she shouldn't have had like so many of those procedures, but had she not had the eye surgery done, she'd be blind, for sure. And then had she not gone to the feeding hospital, she would most likely have lost her life
right.
because she was, you know, it was failure to thrive. And then when she's doing the interrogation, all she's talking about is everything she ate. There was so much sweets, more than you could eat. There was so much this. You know, her favorite food was gumbo. Like that's the entire interrogation. She's talking about that.
Mm-mm-mm. She's fucking psychotic, dude. She's one of those make your hair stand up.
I mean, there are those people that just lie just to lie.
Oh, she wasn't lying just to lie. She was lying to get the feel of the situation. She's trying to figure out if she going home. She's trying to
Yeah.
play. That's what it is.
Did you
Cause
see the what? Well, I know you've probably seen it, but where she took her teeth out
mhm.
during the interrogation, she goes and she takes her teeth out because she knew it made her look younger. It made her look vulnerable. You know, she was doing anything that she possibly could to look like the victim.
Right. And she wasn't claiming any of that medical stuff until her lawyer said it, right?
Hmm. Yes, she did not claim that she was being. Gosh, I
Because
hate the TikTok words.
she told us that that there were like a few times separate that she ran away. Like at one time, she ran away to the police department and they knew that she was supposed to be in a wheelchair. And she told them that she could walk and they still brought
And
her
they
back
took her
home.
home. Yeah.
I don't think that that's true. Like, you didn't tell him you were abused. And, like, you didn't tell him, like, that's not, I don't think that that happened at all.
Does the sound in the background sound better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely. But I mean, anybody who knows it, please step up. I'm going on tea time real quick, but I can listen.
She says she can listen and me and you both get quiet, Ellie.
Yeah. Well, because we like people to start talking in the chat, but no one started saying Janelle.
Should we sing?
Oh, Janelle
Nobody
won't let
wants to
me
hear
up.
that.
It won't let me.
TikTok would ban me if I started singing.
It won't let me let Janelle up here until Autumn comes back. I don't know
Let
why.
her out.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello,
ladies.
Janelle.
Hello.
Hi, how are you all?
We're good.
Good,
I'm
good.
mad I can't get my I think
Did
I
you
need to buy a
block
new
them in?
fire stick.
Oh
No,
no.
I did not yet. I put something. We have like a community page for here.
Mm-hmm.
So I just put
Yeah.
on there. I'm like, if you're parked in my
Move.
spot, can you please move? Like, I'm not trying to be ugly, but I might have to get ugly, but I don't, I have learned very much. I can't even talk. So obviously I haven't learned shit.
Uh,
Um, I have learned a lot of skills to help myself de-escalate, because I used to be a real bad hothead. That's why, well, I was talking the other day, because have you ever seen, it's the sister and it's two sisters, and the older sister has custody of her sister with Down syndrome,
yes,
and
the
they're
blonde
so
lady.
funny.
They're
Yes,
fucking
and
hilarious. She calls them Billy Ray Cyrus and
yes,
shit.
yeah.
Yes, I fucking love them.
So my sister has Down syndrome, and
Oh,
she is not, I wouldn't say she is as advanced as her sister is,
okay.
but she definitely is not as severe as she could. Like my kids have a
Yeah,
great aunt who's a lot more severe.
yeah,
So there's levels,
yeah.
and I would love to share my life with my sister. I would love to, because I even considered writing a book at one point to help other
Aw,
kids who have, siblings with disabilities.
yes, yeah.
But when I go through those comments, if ever someone said there was a comment in there like about that she shouldn't have been born, she should have been an abortion or shushmortion. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Um, I would. Do you think these people in the Jitverse are going real life? Like, no, there's three. When my grandma was alive, there used to be four things you didn't do, and now my grandma's gone. But I'll still defend her memory. But you don't
okay,
mess with
yeah,
my mom, you don't mess with my kids, and you don't mess with my sister. Not
right,
necessarily that order, all
yeah,
equal. And that is never ever would I be able to handle that.
yeah,
And so when I was talking about writing a book, I went through some training to try, and it's like not publicity training. No, would that be right? To like be able to,
like journalism, I guess.
well, to be able to deal with negativity.
Yeah,
Like you have to expect it. It's a part of being public.
yeah,
So like to deal with that. Cause when I admire Audrey in the way that she can handle some of
yes.
the criticism. Like, I don't think I could do that. She is definitely stronger than I am when it comes to that sort of thing.
There are some women on here and some men, I guess, too. But I mean, some badass women on here that have been able to hold
Yeah.
their own. That's for sure.
Ashley Baby, too. Ashley Baby can keep her cool
Yeah,
and her composure when they like when Morbid started talking about her addiction, which she is totally open about. And I
yeah,
admire the shit out of that
yeah.
because she just wants people to know, like, she wants you to do better,
Right,
and she's there to help you as far as like to chat with and tell her story. But just telling her story alone can help people.
right.
But that's why I thought like my story could help people.
Yeah,
And I was so excited about it. And then I'm like, I couldn't do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I could ever read some nasty comment, and maybe a couple, but a comment like that,
yeah,
saying that, no, 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 no.
yeah.
Personally, I think my mom should write a book. She was 14 when she got pregnant, 15 when she had my sister.
Yeah,
And they did an amnio, and they didn't tell her or my grandma that, or my dad, that my sister was going to have Down syndrome. Their plan was to just let her be born and then convince her to put her in a group home or in a home of some sort, orphanage, what have you.
wow.
So I mean, she's going to be 54 next month. So obviously we've come a long way, but
Yeah.
sometimes not long enough. Sometimes we need to go a little further.
What's like bizarre is like my husband, his best friend's sister had Down syndrome, and like obviously they're on like a disability fund out here in Canada, like PWD, person with disability, and every year they had to go and visit the office to prove she
Hmm.
still right, like just to prove she still had it. Like you don't grow out of Down syndrome, like.
So Social
Oh my
Security
God.
disability here in the
Yeah,
States will do the same thing. And they asked
really.
my mom one time, the way that it was worded is like, has she gotten better? And my mom goes,
Right.
is there a pill? Is there something I don't know
Yeah,
about? Is there a surgery?
right.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's
You sound
crazy. Yeah,
stupid. And the thing is that the person doing that interview, they're just doing their job. They probably
right.
know that they sound
Yeah.
ridiculous, but they're
Oh,
just doing their job.
absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
But there should be like a box that is checked for
Yeah.
certain things, conditions. Like, this is
Absolutely.
cerebral palsy, not going to change. Down syndrome, not going to change.
Right.
Like muscular dystrophy, not going to change. Like that just should be not questioned. And that's another
Right.
thing, is that they basically scammed the disability system and were able to get disability for Gypsy. That was, she's capable of working.
100%.
maybe not now because of certain reasons, but definitely um, if she would have not gone public the way she did, she probably would
She
have been
could
able
work
to have a
like
job.
behind the scenes somewhere still,
Hmm.
like what people didn't know, like on telemarketing or something. I don't know.
If she had her way, though, Ken wouldn't work either because she wants him to be with her 24/7.
Yeah.
I have so many weeds out here. I like it better in the dark, though, because nobody can see them. I just haven't been here in 2 weeks. We had a flood. We had a big flood 2 years
Oh
ago,
no.
and it just destroyed my little area that I have because you just get like a little plot and you
Yeah,
put your camper on and you have like a little yard. Well, I have that turf down. I didn't put like real grass, I have turf.
yeah.
And it used to have that landscaping liner underneath it so that the weeds wouldn't grow through. Well, when the flood was probably 3 feet high at my camper and it went underneath and destroyed all that stuff that's
Wow.
underneath. So now all the weeds grow through.
Ugh.
And with my back, pulling these weeds is a nightmare.
Yeah, I get the sore back. Mine's awful right now.
I was gonna say about this whole work thing. Gypsy
Yeah.
could have fucking gotten out. Maybe not like right when she got out because she was on
She got a
parole.
job at Walmart, right? Right,
Yeah,
Autumn?
and she's
The
waiting
Walmart
on
job.
her. She's waiting
And the
on the
daycare
yeah,
license.
and she's waiting on the decision from Disney.
Right.
You know, if she can play Aurora or
Yeah.
Tinkerbell.
All I
Right.
heard when you made that video was Sam's voice going, "Girl, bye." Like that's all I heard.
That shit was so funny.
I
It's like,
laugh at that.
girl.
I don't know how you kept a straight face for that,
Well,
but
you know what? I didn't. If you watch it, I literally it was like cut, cut, cut. Like each
oh
like
no.
clip was cut because
Jeez.
oh my god. But I pulled it together. There were a few times like I had to look up to the sky because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna laugh right now. I pulled it together, but
That's funny.
she could have, and I told her and Ken in this. Y'all's only fucking hope is changing y'all's fucking name and moving. Like, yes, a lot of people know y'all, but move far enough from y'all's area and go way across the state, go across the map, move
Right.
somewhere small town and fucking use different names and don't ever even change Aurora's name. Change it while she's so little that she can remember, she can learn her name and it not
Right.
fuck her up. And don't fuck it. Just live as those people. And people be like, "Oh, you look like this." I get that all the time. Isn't it crazy? Don't ever tell them who you are. That's your only chance you have at normalcy. You can get a
Yeah.
job with that legal name. You can be a convicted felon and legally change your name. You just have
Right.
to prove to a court that you're not doing it to invade law enforcement or
Yeah.
anything. And you're not. You're doing it so that you can have
Carla
a real
Homolka
life.
changed her name and like
Yeah. If she
yeah.
had if she had with full sincerity said, "I don't think I'm going to be able to be on the outside and have a normal life," they probably would have helped her during her
She
probation
could still
period.
do it. She could
Yeah.
still do it. Now more, the parole might have been the hassle she has. Now there's no legal hassle she should face. She's not trying to invade law enforcement because she don't have a warrant. She's just trying she can't live a normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can't live a normal life. She's never going to. As soon
Yeah.
as her name is on a piece of paper, it's going to be an issue. She has
Right.
more chances that a person hiring or looking at her application is going to know her name than not.
And that's the thing, is people are stupid that they're actually phoning places. So she would probably find a job and someone out there would phone. And I'm
Yeah,
not
well,
saying that I like her or anything like that, but I mean, people are out there that are just cruel.
there are databases, there are websites you could pay for because
Right.
that's unfortunately in America that's fucking public information, and you can find out where one works or if one is working in general.
I don't know if any of you heard what Sweet as Honey posted today, but I guess something about Paris Hilton and giving out Hilton points or something if you're staying
Yeah, I
at the
saw her
hotel.
post that.
I don't know. Anyways, back like 10, 15 years ago, the Hilton Hotel had hired somebody under her like government name, and like they were there to confront and find the person, and they snuck the lady out the back and they ended up catching them, and they like held her until the police came. And to this day, she still has to like get like when she does her taxes, she has to give a PIN number to do her taxes because these people like Paris Hilton. It's like, yeah, so like people will find you if they want. That's even going to Paris Hilton.
Yeah, dude, Paris Hilton's, it's totally off subject, but her fucking story, God, it made so much sense. Like, and it happens. Doesn't matter how much money you have. If you go into
Yep.
those places, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Her story, like, it made me, understand her now. I like Paris. I don't Kim Kardashian. I don't like because, oh my God, oh no, it left. Oh my
So only
goodness.
Kardashian I like is Chloe.
I actually like Nicole Richie as well too. I thought their show was kind of cute when they
I
Right.
used to have it.
I think Chloe's the funniest Kardashian.
Yeah, Chloe's pretty funny, but you know what? You know the rumors. Y'all gonna tell me that Chloe, you know your big ass. Okay, you know your big ass. You know who your daddy is, okay?
I believe that rumor also.
I do like that. Just come on now, girl. Ain't no fucking way. I know genetics have a way, but ain't no way.
But honestly, if I was her, I wouldn't want to admit that shit neither.
But I mean, I would. My thing is, it wouldn't be me admitting it. That's my mama's shame. Okay, she the one who did that. I'm just here. You can't blame me for how I was born.
Mhm.
Like, damn, that's that shit I be talking about. Like, people are like a whole nother level of delusional. Yes, let's blame somebody for who their father is. Like they could choose.
Yeah, and that's why I hope for your niece that doesn't happen to her. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
hope people
why.
are more accepting
Right.
to, I don't know. She just doesn't deserve any of it.
No, she
Do
doesn't.
you guys want to hear something funny though?
What?
I saw this TikTok earlier, and it was this girl, and she was talking about the whole like Charles Manson's granddaughter thing. And she was like, like I understand why she was emotional about it at first. I probably would have been emotional about it at first. But also, I would have immediately realized that I had the best two truths and a lie ever.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I saw a thing about Charles Manson today, and it had Charles Manson's mugshot next to Gypsies, and it's like,
Yeah.
Charles Manson didn't do it either, and he life in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's been going around for a while. And then there's one with her with like Wade Wilson's face tattooed on
Oh,
her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did Charles Manson unalive
I got a
naturally?
violation for that one.
I don't know.
Because he is gone, right?
Pardon me?
I don't think so. I don't
Wade
know.
Wilson? No, he's still
No,
alive.
Charles Manson, didn't he
Oh yeah,
unalive naturally?
he's gone.
But it was
I believe he
naturally.
did actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this: unless he was, playing a good actor, he was stone cold crazy. You can
Yeah,
look at his
fuck yeah.
pictures. You can look in his eyes and see
Oh
he
yeah.
was stone cold crazy.
He has connections to Nebraska too. He was in Boys Town here when he was young.
You know what's crazy is I had seen stories and like I seen them, and my mom like even was like, yeah, that's stuff that was going around at that time.
Yeah.
But my I guess, okay, so the pregnant woman, Shannon, I think, somebody had stole music from Manson. And then, they were like first they were acting all friendly with them and
One of
said
the
got his
Beach Boys,
music.
wasn't it?
I don't maybe I know it was the people connected to like who was unalived. Like, they were all nice to him and his girls, and this was back during the time where like hippies and everybody slept with everybody because it was all love and whatever. And there was a whole bunch of that going on. And while making music and stuff, like, I'm not saying this because like I'm trying to disrespect her. I'm saying that this is like I've read this and this has been said that they witnessed that Shannon, I mean, pregnant and all, would have rug usage. And once like they stole his music and wouldn't give it back or something like that, and were
Oh,
ignoring him.
Sharon Tate. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Sharon Tate?
Sharon, sorry.
Okay.
And then like that's why he didn't care. Like he like it was better off because she was using and stuff, and so the baby would have been messed up or something. Like that's just a story I was hearing going around, and I read it, and I always wondered, like, damn, was that true? Like, did they party? Did they whatever? Wouldn't have ever made it right what he did or what he had them do, but still, that it does change a little bit of the narrative on what happened. Ooh,
So Kaylin said that Ted Bundy helped catch the Green River unaliver. That's
really?
interesting. I
I did
wonder
not
if
know
it's
that.
like a situation like, was that before or after he was in prison? But I wonder if that was a situation kind of like, where'd Janelle go?
I don't know.
Um, a
I'm pretty sure it was
situation kind of
after.
like Silence of the Lambs, how they went to Hannibal Lecter to help them find the serial
Mm-hmm.
unaliver. I wonder if it's something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure it was after he was already in there. I think he started talking to the police. 'Cause I remember reading and watching a thing about that.
Mm.
I think that there was a thing on YouTube about it.
With what?
Ted Bundy pretty much just like talking to the investigators because they were trying to track down this other murder, and Ted Bundy was like, "Oh well, this is why he did that," like, and was pretty much like the mind of the unaliver for the interrogators to talk to.
Mm. I imagine they've got to. I mean, y'all
They
do know
all knew he was smart.
that like a psychologist has pointed out a terrifying like fact is our like FBI analysts and our highest of the highest that like get the real top like high profile cases. They're only like one little tiny thing different than a psychopath, because it like the thinking and the brain and the mind that you have to have in order to like figure it out and meet them on their level means you have to think like them, but just one way off, just one way differently, where they're like evil and like a dangerous psychopath, while you are like you're a psychopath, but in a freaking helpful way. Like it's a blessing to be able to be a psychopath, but not a violent psychopath. I've got to
Kaylin
find
is
it.
asking to come up.
I've got to find it. Like it's a really good video, and yeah, I've got to find it. What's up, Kaylin?
Okay. I was just gonna say, not to be weird, but I watch all about this. I was just gonna say, so Ted Bundy, you were right. Ted Bundy was already in jail when it was all happening, and I know more about it because the Green River Killer was in Oregon. But it sounds like that they had similarities, like what Autumn was saying, in the sense of where they think alike, and Ted Bundy did admit that they had a lot of the same similarities in the ways that they thought, and that's how he caught him, and it was over bite marks. So the Green River Killer apparently got caught with bite marks, from my understanding. And then Ted Bundy, I guess, did some weird shit like that too. And it was, yeah. Ugh, that's just making me gag, sorry. Ooh.
You know what like I think about sometimes, it like freaks me out, is
Nasty.
currently, like right now, we know we have unalivers, serial unalivers, and like, hey, that are practicing, that are going, and one day we'll figure it out, and it'll be the next case, and it'll be like it never ends.
You guys should look up Whitney Heichel. Ugh. So sad. I actually knew her. But this man was literally obsessed with her. And they went to church together. They knew each other for years. They were neighbors. Oh my gosh. That's what scares me. Is it's like it's always somebody that's close. I feel like. Well, I guess that's not necessarily true because there is people like Ted Bundy that go on like killing sprees or whatever.
Yeah, but that just took whoever.
But I'm
like, may I never fucking get the urge to just go on a killing spree, you know? What the fuck?
who does? Did you guys hear about the one? I don't. Oh my god, I feel awful because I don't remember her name. But it broke my heart. Her parents got killed, and her brother. They all got shot up at night in their bedroom. But she hid under the bed, and she ended up peeing herself, and she ended up living. And for some reason, he mainly left her. I don't know why. I don't know if he thought like she was dead or what it was, but he apparently was like on a major killing spree. And oh my god, I can't tell you. This, I could not imagine being a cop or like an investigator or.
Look,
Oh.
the only thing with cops and investigators are different than cops. But
It's
at
just
the end of the
also
day,
sad.
you weren't born an investigator or a cop. Okay, so that you chose that. You
True.
chose that. You knowingly walked into that.
That is true. That
Peppermint
is
and
true.
buttercup.
It's just so sad, especially like with the kids and oh,
Like nobody told you to do that. No, kids. That's why I couldn't do it. Like I like
no, could not.
investigating, but I'd rather do like private because I could never. I just could never not take it personal. You know, if it's a kid, oh man, I can see myself driving myself to craziness or near death until figuring it out.
Being a doctor, like dealing with like cancer kids. Oh my.
Exactly. The only thing, like doctor, I just couldn't do losing like a child, not being able to save them, but having a part of their care, I could do. You know, like being able to turn it from
Oh yeah.
you
I
know,
get
one
it.
way to like we're gonna make it this way instead. You know, it's not gonna change your outcome, you're dying. But we're gonna make it, you know,
Yep.
more positive or whatever. When
Absolutely. I mean,
I was get back. You ain't coming in here. Nope. Get it. Sorry, my cat trying to come in my car.
Oh, I thought if someone was trying to come up.
me too. I
No.
was like, oh, what happened? I
No.
froze. I froze too. Like I was
I'm
froze too.
sorry.
So I was like, what?
My bad.
Did you guys hear about the case that just happened? It was a couple here on TikTok actually, and I guess they were kind of bigger. But the wife did that, like you guys know, like the Netflix documentary trend.
The
Yeah.
what?
The Netflix
So the wife,
documentary trend.
Oh
so the
yeah,
wife, the wife did the Netflix documentary, and
yeah.
she was like, when I sit down and do a documentary on how my husband is a P3DO,
Oh,
and then
Oh, I saw that one.
and then
Yes.
yeah, and then her husband offed her and himself, I believe.
oh.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
Do they have kids?
Um, I think so.
That's
I
why you
can't
post
Autumn,
it
remember.
you
again.
should do that trend. I
I
think you
know.
could do it funny. You
I
could do
said
it
I was
really
going to.
funny.
I said I was going to do that. I was going to do that trend, like my Netflix fucking documentary, surviving Gypsy Rose, becoming my family. You know, like, because it's just wild. Like, can you imagine
Did you
one
ever
day,
think that you'd?
like shit just being normal, and then your brother
Did
calling you, like, hey,
Did you know Gypsy? Like in the very very beginning when they were talking, apparently, like she claims that they were talking.
no,
Her.
like when I found out about her, I was not. I told Kenny, I was, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why?
Yeah.
You know, like, and I mean, she was in prison, so I really didn't like like give it
And that's when
too
they
much
met, right?
weight.
Was when they were in prison.
Yeah, they met when she was in prison. I don't know why he reached out to her to begin with. I don't know what he was going through in life that made him do that.
Yeah.
But, I
Do you
can only
think he
guess.
like felt lonely or?
I don't know. I really,
Because she makes it sound like sorry, she made it sound like that they were always in love, like that they knew each other and were always, from what I've
I,
seen anyway, from what I've
She
seen.
was always in love with him.
I have accepted, I've grown to accept that there just may be a part of
Maybe
my
she was
brother that I don't know and don't need the mirror image. Don't even
Hey,
need to
it
know
happens. It
what he's
happens.
all into, okay?
It happens.
Yeah,
Hey.
there's something I clearly am not aware of. So that's
Hey.
fine. They connected. I don't know what if it's furries or what. I don't want to
It's a
know.
furry.
I'm good. Okay, like I'm good. I don't know what
Girl.
it is, but I wasn't worried when when she was in prison because she's in prison,
Yeah,
and by the
yeah,
time she was
But
getting
yeah,
out, I
Caitlin,
mean,
you know that the husky thing is a furry thing.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a furry thing
that's
apparently. So
I did
that's why I
not
said that.
I did not know that for the long. It took so long for I was like I felt so
Wait, the
stupid.
husky thing. That's
Yeah,
a
the
wait.
tattoos.
Yeah, they wanted to be furries as
Oh,
huskies.
Yeah.
oh, that's what that is.
What's up?
Yeah. Because I was like, why do they got a lab? And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was like, oh my gosh, girl, I'm so dumb. You know what I thought? I'm freaking dying. Oh my gosh, I thought it was like,
Are
I,
they down there? Hold on, y'all.
I thought it was like some lover loving. I don't know what I thought. Maybe like king and queen kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I realized that that was part of
So,
furries, the
yeah.
tattoos.
Well, had the FOIAs not come out, then nobody would have known what that meant. So
Yeah.
when they did it, they thought, this was like cutesy
So
inside
she's still.
joke kind of thing.
She, I feel like she still is. Still is into something. I don't know. It's not my business.
Listen, that's why I said, I don't need the image because there's something. But what I do know is that it was like my problem squalved, no issues because he broke up with her before she was even out of prison. So like she was the last thing on my fucking mind. Like I did not even think about her. Didn't even like I wasn't even invested in her story after that because like who the fuck is she? I don't give a shit. And
Yeah.
I like
Well,
I had met the ex a few times. Like, just so when he calls, I'm out the fucking blue,
Punky,
and it's like,
stop.
hey,
Yeah. Well, I
that's why.
remember.
Hold on, that's why I made the post that got me infamous or whatever. Was the Gypsy
Mhm.
Rose possibly becoming your sister-in-law is wild
I mean,
because it is
yeah. I mean, I can't.
of all people. I mean, I guess
What a small
Casey
world,
Anthony
right?
would be worse.
Yeah,
Oh my
right. Oh my
god.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Isn't Casey Anthony now LGBTQ?
I have no idea personally. I
I thought I saw
actually,
that.
but when I first did, what's wild is when I first did find out about Gypsy was about the Hulu show
Uh-huh.
on there, and that's when I found it, and I had no idea. And I just remember one night, I'm not gonna lie, I was drinking some wine. Okay, I was drinking some wine, and at the time, I lived in like the world's shittiest place. Like, oh my god, it was awful, but it was what I was used to at the time as well. Anyway, I was just scrolling on Hulu and then I found that and then I was like, oh my gosh, what? Like I watched that trailer and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna watch it. And then I started Googling and then I was like, oh my gosh. And then I actually started to feel sorry for her. Like actually sorry. And then I was like,
I don't feel sorry. And that bitch acts
but then
like
I
she didn't
realized her,
know.
well, I didn't realize, I didn't know how manipulative, like everyone was saying and even obviously Dee Dee was manipulative, but everyone was talking about how manipulative Gypsy was and is. And I'm sure she
Exactly.
probably did learn that from her. Mom.
She's very manipulative, and like even like this whole story of um she didn't know that, you know, her real age until
Yeah.
she found her medical card in 2010. Bitch, bullshit. You knew
Really?
your age. You just know that your mom did something to a birth certificate to
Yeah.
fake some shit. So you ran with that.
Yeah. And she said she got her her, oh my gosh, what is it called? Her what is it
Saliva.
called? Saliva glands or something. So that's why like she gets a really bad dry mouth and drinks a lot of water.
Her salivary glands, because
Salivary.
she over salivated, and so
Yeah.
and
And
she would choke on it, and that's
she
why
said
they
that
had
her
to
mom
remove
made her
some,
drool.
because well, the Botox stopped working, because they treat that first with Botox, and then once the Botox stops working, then you have to start talking about surgery. So it was an over salivation disorder.
That's that okay, so that's what I thought. And then when I watched a recent YouTube video of her, she said that her mom made her drool and numbed her gums and stuff.
You know, I've had a bad tooth from chewing on ice, Autumn. That's why. And it
But
ended up
still,
breaking.
fuck that. Because she still slobbers right now. She
Well,
still
that's what I'm
drools.
saying. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
so did she know everything that was going on all along? And somebody explain to me because I feel like Autumn definitely knows the manipulation side.
Yeah. There was the procedures that she had, it's been proven that she needed all of them. And there was definitely not even close to as many as she claims that she had.
Oh my gosh.
She claims that there was, like 100 or
Yeah,
some crazy number. There was like
yeah.
nine, and that's including procedures,
And I
not
didn't.
surgeries.
Well, I didn't want to be harsh, but like even when I saw old pictures, didn't it even look like something was kind of going on? Like something was
Well,
wrong with
yeah,
her?
she needed her eyes done because she would have been blind. She had, what is that, strabismus?
Yeah.
So that
Where
had
did
to be
Autumn go?
done. They were able, oh, she can probably hear. She's just busy for a second, but she's listening. Um, so she needed everything that she had done. They've proven that she
Mhm.
needed. I mean, because the medical records are out there. They signed those medical records over to, I believe, Fancy, and they had no legal recourse because they told her to do what she needed to with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is actually
Fancy was a, from what I was told, Fancy was like a very big supporter
Supporter.
and
Hmm.
was going to do a documentary on Gypsy and like to expose the medical abuse. And so Christy and Gypsy signed over medical records to Fancy for the documentary and said, do what you will with those. Well, while Fancy is putting this documentary together or whatever, at some point she starts realizing shit's not adding up. And she, instead of, she hits a crossroad. I can either like keep the bullshit because whatever, or I can betray a friend
Mhm.
and tell the truth. And I guess she chose the latter and exposed it. Like they've all said, we would not be here right now where with the anti and the pro if it were not for Fancy.
Well, the
100%.
weird thing is, I mean, when you do think about it, she did walk
Janelle,
like.
I just heard your voice pop up. I'm like, where'd you come
Oh,
from?
hey. Sorry, my
you.
my phone was ringing. It was JoJo from Scotland.
I just heard your voice. I wasn't looking, and I'm like, what the heck?
Love those curls.
Oh, thank you.
My daughter has
Sweetest
curly
Honey
hair.
actually permed my hair and made them.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you. She did
Well,
a good
I'm
job.
sorry that you deal with that, Autumn. I really am. I mean, I just know that what I've seen at first in the beginning, not knowing, I just was like, this is crazy. Like, I just remember like feeling really bad for her.
I
And now,
mean,
like I said, I'm just really seeing this crazy manipulation, and it really is scary that she is free. I'm not gonna lie, it really is scary. that she's.
Exactly. She's free. Like, I mean, at first, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit
Yeah,
here.
I don't know if I would ever. I
I'm
would.
not.
God forgive me, but I would personally never let her in my house.
Like I said, I'm not. I've never like. I never thought about her in a good light before she got out, and I never thought about her good. My brother asked me to, and I really, you can't like change your opinions that quick. It's just I'm gonna like put my opinions to the side and just try to be cordial and maybe end up liking you. Who
Well,
knows? Like you asked.
not even
I
to
think
bring
you
anybody up, but
tried, definitely
Right,
you
and I
tried.
tried, but like she just ignored every chance to do that.
Right.
I
And
definitely feel like
I
she.
don't know. Like
I feel
I will
like.
always love my brother. I'll always love
Oh,
him.
of
And
course.
like even I don't care how rough it gets, he could call me at any time and he knows like I ride at dawn. Like I'm will always be that way for him, Aurora, whatever. But I don't like his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I don't have any reason to like her. Respectfully, not just her
Well,
case, but what she has done to me personally with all of this shit, because
there's
it's
there's been
affected me.
some weird proof out there that
Hey, Sam.
she walked a lot. She was doing a lot behind doors.
Well, yeah, but and I did look it up. She did say, I mean, immediately upon her release or her arrest, she was telling them, that she could actually eat and da 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 da. But
Yeah.
bitch,
Oh, that
you've
makes
been
me
known
cry.
that. Like you've
With
been
that
known that.
with that feeding tube. Ugh. I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay, so now that makes
The
sense what
thing
Amy
is
was
that
saying.
I feel
That's
bad.
even
what
I
though
don't mean
she
okay.
that
could eat,
harshly.
she was able to eat. That's not the problem. It's
That's
that
no,
her
that's
body
what
wasn't
a
keeping the
okay.
nutrition.
Okay, so
And that's
Amy
what the feeding
Oh,
tube
why
was
did they
for.
give her that?
no, Amy Leah. Okay, so she was saying because Gypsy took herself to the hospital. At this point, a week before the schmurder or whatever, she was 23. She'd been signing and doing her own medical since she was 18.
Yep.
So that's
Wait,
6
what? Gypsy?
years
Hold
of
on, Gypsy
stuff
was
that
doing
she
her own.
yes, so exactly. So that's like 6 years of her own shit that ain't even on Dee Dee's. And now I get what
Yeah.
Amy was saying because I was like, "What do you mean
That
she
was
did it because she
never.
knew she was unaliving her mom because
Right.
she knew that she was gonna do this, and if they got caught, she was gonna like claim her abuse.
They
Like
never
I don't
shared
actually
that.
need this feeding tube. I don't actually need that. That's what that was.
Well, and at first, though, if you remember correctly, that
In
wasn't
the
even the
bathtub with the
first
sink.
one they were even going to go with. They were going to go with the battered wife thing,
Right. Well,
right?
but what I'm saying is,
Yeah, the
according to
battered spouse
Wikipedia,
syndrome.
Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I'm just saying, according to Wikipedia, like, I mean, immediately upon
And
her
it was, yeah,
arrest, she
the
was telling
lawyer
the
that,
investigator that her mom
exactly.
was medically abusing her.
Yeah, like her lawyer apparently was the one that had to tell her that she was
Well,
being
I
fishy,
thought a
right?
doctor like
Come on.
was
That's what
apparently
I'm
Then
saying.
why did you unalive your mom then? If
He
your
had his
lawyer had to tell you
Was
paralegal.
it
that,
was
then
it true that a doctor was trying to say some female doctor was trying to say that her records are fake?
Right, but Bambi,
No,
what we're
that's from the
saying is,
show.
no.
That
Bambi,
it was actually a male doctor that accused
Oh,
them of
okay.
malingering. Um,
Okay.
and
but what I'm saying is,
mhm.
if she's saying that she didn't even know that she had been abused
Right,
until her lawyer came and told her,
right.
oh, there's nothing in records, then what were you schmurdering your mother for?
That's exactly what I was just saying. Like,
Well,
If
really,
you did
Sam.
not know, and
really?
what were you telling the
Mm.
investigator you were being abused? Like you can actually you don't need the feeding tube. You can actually do this. Why were you telling them that?
And then
Exactly.
Nicholas, he was actually like, no offense, he was actually like crazy, and he's doing live.
Yeah, we
Well,
know
just
that.
to answer Sam really quickly, I believe that
I'm
at the end
sorry.
of the day, Mike Scamfield was doing his job.
Yeah.
And
100%. But
he
he did
did
his
it
job and he
well.
did it well. Yeah.
So it was the prosecution who should be getting the smoke
Right.
because
100%. Yeah.
they're the
The
ones
gypsy took.
they're the ones who accepted Mike Scamfield's
he decided, oh, this is all the information, all the rest of the medical information is just blah, blah, blah. It doesn't
Did
mean
And
anything.
he didn't
was
even
that
And
submit
so? Hold
all
on.
of it
It
either. He
wasn't
yeah,
picked and chose which ones he wanted to
exactly, but
submit.
was
exactly.
that known in record? Was that known? Like, was that
No,
stated? And that wasn't found out
absolutely
until
not
after
until
court, right?
afterwards. Not till
It
Exactly. So
wasn't
afterwards.
till
that,
the plea deal was accepted. That's
yeah,
when
that should
he
have
found out.
been,
And
that
actually,
should have
was
been
it?
something like, that should have
Right.
been something that reversed that plea deal or something, because you absolutely, like, it, you did that like on a lie.
It
Right.
Yeah.
was,
100%. Yeah. Sam
if you
wants
Was
that
watch
from
it?
that.
the,
Unless we're ignoring him. I'm just kidding.
if you watch the latest Billy, I don't know. I'm always gassing up Billy Knox. I think she
Uh,
does a great job.
yeah.
If you watch her latest one about the plea deal, you'll see where what she's talking about, that um, there was all this information that was kept from the
Yeah.
prosecution,
Yeah.
but it is the prosecution's job to do their due diligence.
Yes.
And
Hey
100%.
Sam.
hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up,
What's
Hey.
everybody?
up?
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, the reason why I am more annoyed is because he managed that story even beyond the courtroom. If he
Right.
would just did his job and left it there, then I'd be like, okay. But he took that
Well,
on the
because he
road with
became her
him and she got
manager,
out.
he had to
Right.
maintain the
Yeah,
story
he
because
got
he became her
money.
manager. Yeah.
But
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. That's what makes him
And
nefarious, in
he's
my
not her
opinion.
manager anymore, I don't believe.
No,
Like,
no, but
yeah.
that was why he
Does
kept it
she have
up.
like? Does Gypsy have like bodyguards?
No.
No, girl.
I don't think.
Rogie
Or does she just go
and
out in
Rogie,
Sheena,
public
yeah.
and
Yeah,
like
Brie.
she goes
if
out in public.
and like
Because,
people?
honestly, like, we, like, a lot of people say that they'll do this, they'll do that, but you'd be surprised. There's not a lot of people that, like, walk around stupid enough. Like, we're most of
Yeah.
us, like, we talk shit, but we also know that that will
Well, I
literally
just
put us
asked
in
that.
jail if we actually attack her physically, seeing her in
Yeah.
public. So,
I
like,
just
most of us aren't going to do that. So,
well, I
Right.
yeah,
just
she
Well,
asked.
walks around by
Ken,
herself.
I just asked because she apparently like it was a long time ago, but it was when her book came out, and she made it sound like she was like having a lot of security when she went out and having bad
Fuck
threats.
no.
well,
She don't got
Ken
no
recently
security.
said that people are very nice, and he's like, they all pretend like they're
I
gonna
can't believe how
say
bad
this
they
and that,
lie.
but there is two videos when, or they're filming themselves, and in the background, and they're in New Orleans, you hear a couple people go murder or murderer,
Yeah.
like in the
Hmm.
background,
Wait, for
and
real?
so
Yeah.
not
I've heard it.
everybody, not
No.
everybody
Where?
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
It's one when they are, I think, St. Patrick's Day, and
Yeah, I
she's
saw
taking
that one.
pictures with all those young
And wasn't
girls.
there one on the billboard day
Oh
too when
yeah, I
she's
did
Yeah.
like,
see
my
that.
minor
Yeah.
Yeah.
child, my minor child? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
mine
she
minor
was,
child. Like,
Yeah.
and you can hear her holding. She's kept saying she didn't care. I had a good. You can see her, and you can hear the
Oh,
crack
yeah.
in her voice that
She
yeah,
she
was
is holding back
seething. Yeah.
tears. I mean,
It
yeah,
I
was,
would have been holding back tears if it was me,
yeah.
because I'm a normal person, but I also wouldn't be in that position. So
No,
exactly.
exactly.
That's what I'm
Because you're a
saying.
normal
Yeah, but she
person.
makes it so real or so good as their real tears
Like, I
or
mean, you want billboards, you're fine if there's a billboard plastered of you in a better light. Like,
Right.
it's
and
cool
it's
to have
cool.
it. It's just not when
Yeah,
when
because
your
didn't
actual
her and
facts, your
Ryan drive by
reality.
somewhere where there was
Hold on.
like a big billboard of them? It was her and Ryan, right?
No,
In
it
one
was
of the.
her and the baby, and she was. I guess they were calling her not being fit to be a mother or something like
Was
that.
Ryan good to her?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Ryan's not my brother. I don't fucking know.
yeah, sure. I just didn't know if you like knew.
He seemed like he was.
Like, he seemed like, I think,
Yeah,
I
he
thought he
seemed.
was. He
It
he
looked
annoyed
like he
me. I'm
was.
sorry. Like, watching the show, there was a few episodes. I'm like, motherfucker. If you
Yeah, he
don't,
Grow,
wasn't
like, just
perfect.
grow
move.
a set.
He wasn't perfect, but he seemed like he was.
Yeah, he needed to grow a set.
I mean, yeah, like I said, he just, like,
He didn't stand
especially
up
when
to
he
her.
was
you know
like,
when he drove me the
yes,
most crazy was
yeah, hold on,
when
put
she
that
had
on.
first gotten her out of prison, and he picked her up, and the probation officer is calling, or parole officer, and he's like in the background, no, that's not what was said. It's like, that's not how you talk to a parole officer. You say
Right.
yes
Yeah.
sir, no sir. And he's like,
No, we got permission. What is he talking about? We got in the background. I'm
Oh,
like,
like
you
he got
sound
cock. I think he
dumb.
got cocky in front of the camera.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Like,
He
you
drove me
sound
And that
crazy.
was
100%
one,
dumb.
that was the number one, the first thing that pissed me off. First off, it's not yes sir, no sir, but you don't speak at all. This is not your parole officer, motherfucker. Like, this
Right.
is Gypsy's parole officer.
No, I mean,
He is
Gypsy says
grown.
that he shuts up.
Right, but what
Yeah.
I'm
But
just saying, like,
for me, the
like,
main
when he
thing,
kept trying to talk on the phone, I'm like, bro, shut up. You are
Right.
not Gypsy.
And
Like,
Missouri wanted her out of there. Or not Missouri. Yeah, Missouri wanted her
yeah,
gone.
Missouri. Well, you know what? I've been thinking about doing a segment on Missouri because it's all across the board and every fucking, like, from misdemeanor to felony, literally from like assault to murder. It's all fucked up.
Oh, hi, Judy.
for me, the main thing was when he sent that text to Gypsy about Rod. Matter of fact, that whole situation he got on my
About
nerves.
what?
When she was going to spend like I think it was like a weekend at her
Mm,
dad's house.
Well, because she went and
mm.
saw, she saw Ken in
I
that
Yeah.
mean, she probably
time.
did, but
Ah,
it was that week when
Ken
he was
live there.
already pissy about not being invited.
Yes.
Mm.
That that whole thing he got on my nerves. And then when he sent her that text talking about I don't care about your dad, I want you to myself or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that he
Now,
got on my
okay,
nerves with
but
that.
now tell me, you're married to somebody, you do meet the family, everything's fine, and then the next trip, oh, you ain't invited. You ain't gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't because
I
it's her
think I'd be a little
family.
jelly.
Like I wouldn't
But
care.
when you become one, when you become married, you are
Well,
one.
yeah,
Both families are families. This ain't boyfriend girlfriend like Kenan and her. Like, this
Right.
is marriage.
I
true. I
agree.
mean, maybe I would because I've never been married, but
I
And
would feel
then
some type
I
of
there's
mean, the
way.
lots
type of
more
person
time
I
that
am,
like
yeah,
they were
that annoys the
freshly
fuck out of
married
me.
too.
Like, I
Not
would
even
feel.
like I could see if they were like they actually out on the outside together for like a couple years. And yeah, you go off to your families or whatever, right? But they were
Or
freshly like just out. Like I don't care
or
how long they were married while she was in. That doesn't count.
right,
No, it
and I
doesn't.
mean, she, or just instead of it being like, you weren't invited, like, if you had just asked, like, hey, I just want to go and have a family weekend and
Right.
see my family, and it wasn't like, you just asked, cool, but the fact that I wasn't invited, man, fuck, yeah, I'm offended.
He already had,
Yeah,
he already had it in his head that she was talking to Ken, and that was his gut
Well,
feeling, and he should have followed his gut. I mean, he wasn't
yeah.
wrong. He was not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he wasn't wrong in the way he acted
No, I
sometimes
know
when it
what you're
came to her
saying.
family, but
Yeah.
he was not, his gut was right. And that's why I believe he was acting the way that he was.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
I
yeah.
his
agree.
gut. Let me tell you, Gypsy is, dude. She's stone cold. She's fucking evil. She was telling him, she misses Ken. So on Valentine's Day, it wasn't no hey, happy Valentine's Day. He rolled over and she said, "I miss Ken."
Yeah.
Yeah, like, bitch, you're mean as fuck. You're a
Right.
mean
See,
girl.
she wouldn't have liked me because I would have been mean right back.
All right,
Right.
The fuck you
I'd have been.
waking me
I
up on
miss
my
when you was in
goddamn sleep
jail,
for?
bitch.
What the
Like,
fuck wrong with you?
I'd have straight up been like, man, look, well, I miss when you was in the correctional department.
Yeah, I'd be like, hit the couch. Hit the couch, bitch.
Shit.
That's funny as fuck. I'm sorry. Oh god, that was funny. Well, she even admitted that she was addicted to like some pain pills or something.
It couldn't have been me. No, you know what? I seen that interview, bitch. Their answer, like, it's like you were telling on yourself. Like, you were
Uh,
ready to tell on yourself
The
that
other
you
thing
have
is
a
her
you.
like
true.
blood like work came back that she was like free of all those things. So like
No,
I
She was
mean
what?
I'm
she
talking
was
about the
only gone
interview
for
where
a
they
couple
asked.
days,
No,
three
they
days or
asked her
some
a
shit.
question, and she answered about. I think they asked her what was the lifelong effects of what her mom did, and she answers about something about rug usage and having rug addiction. How in the hell? That's not nothing that she asked. She's asking you, did you have any permanent,
Yeah.
things?
Well, and Dee Dee wasn't feeding those to her. She was stealing those.
And also, Miss Ma'am, 6 years.
Yeah.
Like, first off, 2012, so 6 years. So you were an adult when you were finding out that, yeah, because you
Mhm.
turned 18 in 2009. So you were an adult already when you found
Yeah.
out your health issue.
She was, yeah, she was already 19 when she ran off to Dan.
Right, but what I'm saying is she turned 18 in 2009.
Yeah.
Where is he at? That's who I want to hear from.
So if she was diagnosed in 2012, then
Who?
that
Who do you want to
means
hear from?
she was an adult when she was
Dan.
diagnosed.
Oh.
Damn, where him and Aaliyah. I want to hear from Aaliyah too.
So that means her
Have you
mom
seen
didn't do that.
Aaliyah's TikTok says stop making monsters famous?
Oh.
Oh,
That's
How
the
do you
that when you
go?
go because she's on TikTok. It's under Aaliyah Woodmonsey and it says stop making monsters famous. Who do we think she's talking about?
Wow.
oh.
And I wonder what she feels about what David and Kim are saying about her now, too.
Wait, who said this?
David and Kim that's the guy that claims he went through the window.
The
Yeah,
neighbors.
yeah.
Yeah, the neighbors, yeah. And they've been stating things that they think that now she's like totally a scammer and she's using her sexuality to get her ways and yeah. And they believe there was some
You
other
know what?
stuff
Speaking of
going
that,
on.
they did say that she was like into
Yeah.
girls. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that she kissed more girls than guys.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
wow. Okay, but still, back to like what I'm because I'm trying to figure this out here. You were
It's
an
confusing, isn't
adult
it?
when you figured out that you had microdeletion. So Dee Dee literally took care of a sick child all the way through, up until the adulthood because you turned 18. You didn't get figured out until in 2009 you turned 18. You didn't figure it out until 2012, which means she
It
took
was
care of a sick child.
2011. She found out
2011.
2011. Yeah.
Still, it's after 2009, which means it's
Yeah.
after you turned 18,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
means
yeah.
she literally took
100%. Yeah.
care of a sick child the entire childhood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And where was Dad? Dad wasn't
Exactly.
there.
Right.
Exactly,
He's
but I
famous
don't. I'm
too.
sorry, I don't blame him. You sending your noodle photos to your sister and acting weird. I wouldn't
Whoa.
want you around your siblings either for their
Right.
safety. Like, I mean, it
She
sucks,
also
but like,
sent them to Rod.
Whoa,
come
she
on,
sent
man.
her
Yeah.
pictures
She
to.
sent out the
Exactly.
one of
Wait,
her
Come on,
What
man.
standing
year
in
did
did
she
that
she
send
red
the
do that?
pictures?
bathing suit and
Who
she
sent the
sent it
pictures?
to Rod standing.
Exactly, and
And what
like,
does that say? Like she was standing. And
What year did
everyone's
she do that?
claiming she couldn't,
I don't know,
walk,
but they
but
said
she
that
was
Was she
standing.
she was 10. Yeah,
Oh Jesus.
Oh,
exactly.
No,
Mia was 10,
when
yeah.
she sent news to Rod, what year did she do that?
She was 10.
No, no, when she sent
Nah,
it,
she
no,
couldn't have been
she was like, no,
Isn't that what Autumn said?
she was,
No.
you'd have to
I
ask
thought
Sweet
that's
the
what she
exact
said. I
truth,
thought that's
but
what
I
Janelle
think
had said.
she was around 20, like
Oh,
19.
20. I was about to say.
Yeah, like she was
Yeah,
older.
I'm thinking it had to be around the same time that she posted those public pictures.
Yes, right around
Yeah,
then, I would
it got to
say,
be
yeah.
around that time.
Yeah.
But I don't even know when
I
that
don't
was.
want to
So
assume that, like, Sweet as Honey has a lot, like, she would probably know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so again, hold on.
Hello, Speak Truth.
No, I'll do it again though. If she was signing for her own medical stuff at
Yeah,
18, and it, had been doing it since 18.
Oh
yeah. So, like, 6 years.
my gosh. Oh my gosh, no, she was
What
doing
is
it.
that noise?
It
Sorry.
sounds like a remote control car.
It's a nail drill.
Oh,
Taking off some fake nail.
Well, you can mute. You can mute and then unmute when you want to talk.
You can? Oh, okay, hold on.
Yes. Tap your box.
Thanks.
Here. There you go.
Sorry, I'm not very good at this live technology stuff.
There we go. Okay. Um. God, you know what? Earlier I said something. Hello Neighbor. Well, I want $1 million.
so do I. Really badly.
I mean,
Oh,
sometimes
whoever gave me that
like,
present, thank you.
I had a shirt that said, "Sometimes all you need is $1 billion." It's like very good.
Is it MLM made of money?
I don't know.
I remember when I was like little and you'd be like, watch that money truck go by and be like, oh, I just wish I could have one money truck.
I know, right? No,
Just
Yeah, the
one. That's
Powerball and
all
the
I'm
Mega
asking.
Millions is insane right now. That's all I need.
knowing dang well if you like even getting close enough to where they think you're lurking on them trucks, they will end you. They're supposed to.
I
No, those.
My
I'm waiting
toxic trait
upon like
is
a really big settlement against Johnson and Johnson, and I've had it for about going on 6 years now, and we're in the middle of negotiation stages, and yeah, it looks like I might be getting a lot of money,
Hi,
like
puppy.
from what my lawyer is telling me. So I hope that this will just make my life so much better.
go on, puppy. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Okay, so maybe I just
Sorry,
need to
guys, I'm
like,
not muted.
or maybe
Did you
we're
see
not realizing because
Scott?
right now all I've heard is like Dee Dee finally figured out what was wrong with, Gypsy, and she was able to help her. But Gypsy was a fucking adult when she found that out. So now I'm
Yep.
feeling like, what are we doing here?
Well, Gypsy just basically got away scot-free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm not trying to the legal outcome. That's not what's going to change.
Yeah.
But
No. It's just a piss off, to be honest.
but is there. It's just somebody, we're not figuring out how to word it right and point it out to where people are like, this is it.
Right.
And like take her for what like she is. And that's all I want.
Exactly.
Because put your seatbelt on. We have to deal with this. She'll be in our lives for as long as she'll be in Aurora's.
As long as people keep her relevant, yeah.
Well, no, she's Aurora's mother. So as long as she's alive, essentially, she's going to be a part of the family.
Yes, for you,
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's why I want
that's
to know.
totally true. But for the rest of us suckers, we're like, see ya.
Click the damn seatbelt.
Huh? Do you guys think
Sorry,
that?
I was kidding.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, do you guys think that her and Ken will be together forever?
I said it, I think yesterday. Ken, in childhood, his father, like, left abruptly. Like, we still don't know why. He just poofed, vanished. We ended up losing, like, the house. It was a long story. Anyways, for that sole reason, I don't think Ken would leave his baby, like, unless he was bringing Aurora with him.
Yeah.
Which is not going to be very easy for him to do immediately because for so many reasons, especially if Rod got him that job. But anyways, like, he's not going to leave because he knows.
Gypsy maybe got pregnant on purpose.
Well, we already know she did. She said
100%.
that a ring can fall off, but a baby can't. Those were her words.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah, she did like maybe 3 weeks, a month ago.
Hold on, that's gonna make me throw up.
Maybe longer. Maybe a little longer.
I don't think they'll be together forever, but probably
I don't
No, I
longer.
don't think they'll be together forever. I think maybe at worst, when Aurora is like older, like maybe a teenager, is when Ken would feel safe enough to like go.
Either that, or I think he'll be pushed to a point to where he's not going to have a choice but to leave.
Thank you. Right, but I'll tell you this: there's not going to be a point where that comes, and Aurora's not in his arms.
She also has a record, so I think it would be easier.
That doesn't matter.
Because if he really wanted.
No.
Bless you.
No.
Sorry.
Again, holy moly!
I don't know what the hell. But records, like the way the courts look at it, it existed when you had the baby. God is who chose for you to be those parents. Sorry, good or bad, nobody made that decision, but the Almighty. And so who are we to judge? Like if you're doing everything right other than your criminal record and history, they're not taking your child for it.
I don't
Unless
think
it's
it's just
like
that though. I don't
uh,
think Ken is that dumb to where he's not collecting
oh no, that's why
evidence.
no,
I don't
she
think
was
he's that
saying
stupid.
no, she was saying with her criminal record and I was saying that don't matter. The criminal record does not matter.
Yeah,
I've
saying
seen
if they
dudes
looked at a
get
record.
I've seen dudes come out of prison, fresh out of prison, not even 3 months, and
That's
get full
also
custody of
true.
their kids because they had their shit together and the mom was tripping.
Yeah.
You know, like records really don't matter. The courts look at what is best for the children.
Yeah.
You know?
But
Like
I
and
also
y'all
think it's because like the foster care, it's also very full.
well
But they just don't want to take in more kids.
no, bullshit. That won't exist. They love taking kids. It's just the right kids, because you know the kids with problems aren't going to make the money. That's why
Yeah.
they take the kids from the families that they really shouldn't take the kids from, and leave the kids
Right.
that they should have removed right where they're at.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of that detective, the strategic guys, the fellow that's on YT? He did like a little thing about like Aurora and stuff. It actually had me in tears, and he was like, "You know
Wait,
what? That
what?
little girl is going to be president of the United States of America. That little girl is going to do this," and it was really, really heartwarming. Like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
No,
I don't think he's there and not taking evidence as far as like her behavior goes.
I'm telling you,
I
Sam,
don't think
he
he's that
is.
stupid.
He's not stupid. How do you think I saw the video? I know whether you
Yeah.
believe it or not. You know, he's got
Yeah.
way more. Like he sends it to my mom, and as he should, as he fucking
He sent
should.
it to your mom.
Yes, he sends it to my mother. That's how I saw it to begin with.
My
That
God.
ain't never been a secret. You know, he can deny it all. Yeah, he can deny all he wants.
Oh
Look,
my God.
like why wouldn't he?
I'll tell him.
Hey, that's been out. That ain't nothing new.
Yeah,
I told that from
I
day
even
one.
knew that.
Yes, man.
You know what? But what all this could have been avoided if motherfuckers didn't act like it was not a big deal. You know, like oh my god, and just answered me. Like I'm talking to you in private. You are not answering. You're ignoring. All you're doing is like literally not saying shit about it, and then come after me when I say something publicly because like this is literally like
What were
you're
you
doing
asking?
things. No, I asked him, or I asked Gypsy, is it bothering you that I'm making videos? Because remember, I
Oh,
showed
okay.
you in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
timeline, Kenan had something to
That's
say
a
when I
while ago.
hadn't said shit. But then when I did make a video,
Oh.
you didn't have shit to say? Like, you have nothing to say? I'm flabbergasted. So I'm just going to ask because, you know, y'all aren't saying shit. So is it bothering you? And she did not say shit. Like when I said I posted a second video, she's all okay. You know, I'm sure I don't have to tell you Ken can be in a mood. He'll calm down. Bitch, wasn't talking about no fucking problem.
That picture of you when you were a kid, oh my goodness, so cute.
I know,
You had
that's how
like
people.
super blonde hair. What the heck?
I know people are like, yeah, not many
Holy
people know I'm a
moly.
natural blonde. It definitely got darker. By the time I was an adult, it was like a golden blonde.
Wow.
I was super blonde. Sure
That's
was.
cool.
You know what's
Well, I'm
crazy?
putting sun in my hair, so.
I
Remember that?
actually,
Did you guys ever use sun in?
I actually remember that day, Janelle. Like
Yeah,
that's
you
one
were
of my
saying in
memories.
your little thing there.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
I could show picture me
Cute.
running in my little dress, those leaves, and on the little swing set.
I figured something happened to you, Lion's Den. You were all of a sudden just gone.
Just disappeared.
There you go.
I forgot to charge my phone. Don't me, Sam.
No, I was talking about something else.
You know what's
You always
crazy
say
about?
that.
You know
You
what's
always
No, I
say
crazy
was,
that.
about?
because
You know
y'all
you're
didn't hear those
me.
sirens?
No,
You
I
know
just hear
what?
your chirping alarm. That's what I hear.
I was trying to figure out whose background that was.
Look, I forgot what I was gonna
Sirens. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so there are no sirens here.
I forgot this
Oh, there it
Friday
goes. There
actor.
goes the chirp.
I didn't even hear it.
You lie.
I didn't hear
No, I didn't.
anything
I
either.
heard it.
Yeah, I
Chirp,
I
heard
heard
it.
it.
chirp. Oh, there it went
Yep.
again.
No.
Okay, that one I heard, yeah.
I didn't hear shit.
That smoke detector is a paid actor at this point.
Did you put new batteries in?
It's two of them.
Now they're.
No, there's been two of them.
She's gonna go crazy and come over and like knock that off the
I already
ceiling.
threatened that yesterday.
Yes. Right?
It's
I
crazy
think
because
we
there's
decided collectively we were just calling the local fire department to go over there and change them.
Hey, can someone go to Sam's house?
it's crazy because
Like
there's a
Sam's here.
dog
You
in
know
here.
Sam.
Yeah, you know Sam from TikTok. Sam.
You know Sam from the chirping.
Yeah, it's crazy because there's a dog in here. And she never, because I've seen people in the comments say their dog goes crazy when they hear it. I'm like, this dog has never done that.
How many people did Morbid follow today? And what the fuck was that all about?
He's still doing it.
Yes, but you know
I
what?
blocked, and I know JoJo just sent me a message, and she's in Scotland, and she said he tried to follow her too.
Yeah, he's still following me. I hope he's bored as hell looking at my shit.
Right? I blocked him.
I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
want anything to do with him.
He's like, this bitch is boring. Be like, yep, you're the dumbass
Why?
who followed
Does he
me.
just try to follow everyone?
I just don't want
Yes.
any of them
That's
following
what
me.
it's feeling
Sorry.
like, and it was
Oh, I
cracking me
will
up.
block eventually. I just am like whatever right
Oh,
now. I
ooh.
just don't like giving people the satisfaction to think they're bothering me, you know? Like,
No, like
what were you saying,
that's my
Allie?
thing. I didn't want him to think like he's scaring me or anything. Cause like,
yeah,
what are
there's
you
only
gonna
one
do?
thing that's bothering me. It's that chirping. That's the only
But
thing that's
the
bothering
thing that was funny was yesterday he
me.
had
Sam's probably like, shut up, Michelle.
yesterday
Oh,
he
wait,
didn't
that's not
follow
my
me
name.
yet. Yesterday he wasn't following me yet, and so I was talking to Autumn about it, and I was like, he's not gonna follow me. I only
Feeling
have like
left
300
out.
followers. Like he's not
Right?
gonna touch my shit. And sure enough, I wake up this morning and he's
Oh, wow.
following me.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too. I
Well,
was
we
like,
all
he's not,
know.
like, I'm small
Yeah,
fries to him.
I'm
We all
telling you,
know
he's trying to
that.
get shit started. That's why he's doing
No,
that.
well, exactly. And
He is. He's
Tizzle,
bored. There's nothing going on right now.
well,
Yeah, well,
Tizzle
How
is
old is
his
he?
sugar daddy. So, you know.
who's the
How old
sugar
is he?
daddy?
Ken is morbid sugar daddy.
Oh,
Or
Ken is.
Tizzle.
Oh.
Or Tizzle.
How old?
That's
How
what
old
his
is
name
this
is.
guy?
I don't know who. Morbid? Nobody knows. I don't know.
You know what we need? We
What?
need some like to come up with some plan to talk about our strategy, like some big strategy we're gonna do, and they'll be like, "Oh, look at them! They're coming up with all kinds of shit." Give them something to talk about.
Just make up shit.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do today. That's why he's trying to get me on that panel.
Yeah, I
He tried to
fucking
get you to come up.
saw it and I
Yeah, they
was
requested
out.
me twice.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
not going up
no.
there.
Fuck that.
Because I could tell he wanted action.
Yeah. Fuck that. I want nothing to do with Bree, Sheena, none of them.
Hi, Watchdog. We were chatting earlier.
Is Sheena mean?
Is Sheena mean?
Yeah, because I heard she was like mean or something.
She's actually kind of funny, actually. I don't know, but I just
She's
don't.
unhinged.
I have
Yeah,
nothing
she's
to.
funny
I
as hell.
don't
I'll
want
give her
nothing to
that.
do with
But
her.
she is
funny as hell.
unhinged.
Yeah, she will go. Yeah,
Which is kind
I
of
just
crazy.
don't care. I like to talk to her. I've talked to her before, and yeah, I
I
just have no
won't.
desire.
After what she did to Autumn, I won't
Autumn,
even.
yeah.
I won't even go in there. I just.
I think that's sick.
I like to consider myself. You know, I don't like, I guess, girls girl because I've probably done some fucked up shit before, and they'll be like, "You ain't no girls girl." But when it comes to that, that's not even being a girls girl. That's just being right and wrong. Like that's all that is.
Watchdog, are you friends with Sheena?
Is anybody really
Hey,
friends with
girls,
Shanae?
girls.
I
I
don't
know
hate
him.
them.
Was
I
she
just
mean
don't
to
want
Anna?
anything to
Being
do
a
with them.
girl's
I
girl
don't
does
hate
not
anybody,
mean being
honestly.
or supporting someone cheating or doing ratchet things,
Yeah.
or that's not being a
Yeah,
girl's girl.
Being a girl's
These
girl is calling them out too, just as much
exactly,
right.
that's what I
as
was
it
Was she
is
saying.
being mean to
supporting.
Autumn?
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. You know,
Yeah.
it's not
Was she
supporting.
bullying Autumn?
Yeah, watchdog hate is a very strong word, and I
Yeah,
use
like I
that
said, I
for
don't
very
hate
few
them
people.
at all. I don't hate them. I just don't have any desire to get to know any of
You
them
know, I
at
don't
all.
even know who it was, but somebody they dropped off. But when I dropped into fucking Morbid's panel, they're like, "Oh, that's Shortykinss, that's Tim's sister," and then they're like, "Hey, Shortykins," and then they're like, "You're a bitch, you're a cunt, you're this." I'm like,
What?
"What the fuck?"
Oh.
Yeah, and then they're like,
Wow.
people are
Oh.
Ain't met you
Sam
or
was
Say
talked to you
you're
a
a
day in
cunt.
Wait,
your life,
who
and they're
said
calling
that?
you
He
all
said
those
like the
names.
actual
Sam,
C
Sam,
word.
Sam, I
Yeah.
thought you were in the fucking chat when it happened.
Oh my
I didn't hear
goodness.
that.
Yes, it was, and it sounded like
How
an old
old are
ass
these
lady.
boys?
Wow.
I'm telling you, they were trying to get shit started. That's all
And
Oh
I'm
that's what
like,
that
yes,
was.
wow.
100%.
I
Like,
would have
and
whooped
then
some
I'm
ass.
sorry, but what makes me that?
So
So
I
what?
got in
Because I got an
trouble
opinion.
yesterday because there's some chick named like Strawberry or something that's friends with Bree, and she was like in the background.
Aubrey Strawberry.
Yeah. And so what came to my head, and it was nothing
Strawberry
personal, but it was
wine.
like all I could hear was strawberry, strawberry neighborhood hoe. That's all I heard in my head, and I couldn't help it. And so I typed it out and I got in trouble. Can you believe that? Me in trouble.
That's funny.
But that was just, it got in my brain.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Well, look. My TikTok is being watched so heavily hard right now that on July 4th, I
Mm.
posted a video of last July 4th, and I literally captioned it. This is your yearly reminder to like check your fireworks, read your boxes, be safe. Because, and it was, us popping the firework wrong and it like blowing up it like towards us. Put your seatbelt on, please. You cannot. This even in park, it's still beeping. It's annoying. Anyway, um, like, and but the fact that I said, like this is your yearly reminder to be safe. They literally took it down and said it violated their content or community standards because it was promoting something dangerous or something. No, the fuck, it was
Wow.
saying not to do that. And I've
That's
seen
crazy.
plenty of videos like that. How in the heck? Because it's me. Because it can be ridiculous.
Yeah.
This happened to me on Facebook at one point. Like I kept getting reported like for cussing, and I got like now when I earned my 30-day ban, I earned it. I put like a bad naughty photo. Like it was a meme, but it was for like the like celebration of freedom and the rights that when black people had earned them, and it
Hmm.
was a black man on a bench and white girls in very different positions. Anyways, and I got 30-day ban for that. Yeah, and
Wow.
I get that, but what ticked me off was I literally shared a post, so I
The
got
fuck.
banned for a post that they didn't even get banned for.
Uh-huh.
But
Wow.
like, how are you banning me? And the post was available to share. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well.
Mhm.
You know, I ate that 30 days.
My account has an account warning right now.
Mine does
It's
too.
my second one.
Why?
And I literally just got rid of it, and then like a day later they gave it back to me. I have no idea
Yeah,
why.
I have a
I'm
warning. I don't
fucking
have a strike.
innocent.
TikTok sensitive.
I don't have
Yeah,
a scratch yet, but I do have a warning.
I'm innocent, I tell ya.
I'm telling you, I'm innocent too. Look, I sent all my shit. I'm gonna get it fixed because that's not what you want to do to me. I did not do I'll give you two. There's
Right.
two
Hi,
original.
Amy.
I really give you one because the second one was me just describing why I got the first
Yeah,
one. And that shouldn't have gotten me banned. You know, that shouldn't have gotten my account hit. But
right,
because I said the word, you know, but literally in the community standards, it says that we can use language as long as we're not using it directly as, you know, like a hateful promotion or we're just debating it. That's it.
right.
Like, we can use it as reference, basically. We can't be insulting.
Thank you, Amy.
Is that Amy Ludo?
Sorry?
I don't know. It's
Thank
Amy
you,
Roger.
Amy.
Thank you, Amy. Hey, girl.
You're really quiet tonight, Alley Cat. What's shaking up
Yeah, why are you
there?
so quiet?
Well, earlier I was stuffing my face.
Oh, I know that's right. Yeah. So where y'all are at, I know Texas don't, but where y'all does Cali have basements?
Like California?
Yeah, Sam, does Cali have basements?
Uh, mm, yes and no.
Like
I
real
mean,
basements.
Like a
no.
basement
It's
suite.
it's rare. No.
Okay, okay. I know Texas does it. In Missouri, they're everywhere.
We have like what are they called? Like cellars.
Right.
We have those. I don't know if that counts.
No,
Well,
she wants
no,
like to like sleep in the basement.
no. Like
Oh yeah,
okay,
no.
I
Like
just
rent a
Nah,
basement suite.
nah, we
Like
don't have
no.
those.
I only asked because it popped in my head and it's weird. It was random as fuck.
uh
But when I was like growing up, we had basements in Georgia, and I never realized that like it's a thing that different parts of the map you're not gonna have basements because of.
when we went to Tennessee, like Sweet and I I've never seen a tornado like thing that you go into the basement
Oh
and
my
like
gosh, we
hang out.
got a tornado
And I
warning.
fucking panicked right away. Me and Sweet looked at each other. We're like, "Oh my god!" Like we're like in Tornadosville or something. Like,
Was it
yeah,
a tornado watch or a tornado warning?
there was a tornado warning one time, but then like it was just rained and then it cleared
Okay,
up.
so I'll tell you about the people of Nebraska and probably even Missouri. We go outside and look
Mm.
when it's happening.
Yeah.
I've seen a tornado in the distance because that's what we do. We go outside and check it out because we're in the Midwest and we're
Well,
dumb.
we just rented an Airbnb, and when we came in, the lady showed us around, and we were like, "Is this like a tornado thing, like hangout?" And she's like, "Yeah." And we're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Well, you know, now I've been seeing people like they have like actual shelters that are like bought that apparently like they're above ground, but they're like so heavy or whatever the way they're
Oh,
installed. They're supposed to be like shelters
Oh,
still
like a
for you.
panic room, kind of?
No, it's
okay.
supposed to be a storm shelter. It's for if you look them up, like they have them. They're like boxes and stuff. Some of them got
Hmm.
recalled because the lock on the door like was too loose, so it wasn't really feasible for tornadoes. But no, they've got some that are pretty neat. I'm like, damn, because
Yeah, here
all
at the campground, there are 3 buildings that we can use for tornado shelter. 2 of them are the shower houses, and then one of them is the gym, but they're all reinforced concrete,
Wow.
and that's where we can go. Like the last time, the only time that I was kind of worried about it is I was out. I'm in a camper, mind you. So
right,
and there's a tornado warning, and
I got freaked out because the sheriffs actually came out here and they're banging on campers. If they saw a car in the driveway, they come bang on the campers, make sure you're out of it. So I took my dogs down to the shower house and we went into one of the actual
Oh
showers.
wow,
Obviously not
that's
on,
scary.
but with blankets and sat
Yeah.
in there with them because my dogs are so scared of like the thunder and lightning.
Oh,
But
I
I
bet.
slept through. I got woke up by the sheriffs the second time that happened. I was sleeping right through it. There was hail and you could feel the thunder like just rocking the camper and I was fast asleep.
Holy.
Hmm.
Yeah,
When
that
you're a
wouldn't be
mom, you're
me. I'd
tired,
be
man.
freaked.
Dude,
I'd be freaked out.
the shelter. I mean, really, you got to like if you're dug deep enough in the ground,
Yeah,
like, and you're just a solid metal structure, like you're not a piece structure, like
yeah,
these structures are solid. They're not like put together in pieces. So like there's like essentially it can't get ripped apart. I mean, I guess it could if it was
yeah.
imploded, but like there's not pieces to rip apart because it's all one
It
solid
was all
piece.
like brick, I guess, I think, down there.
Like a
It was, yeah.
house built in pieces, but one solid
Yeah,
brick is its own piece. Like so, these
yeah,
shelters are like solid steel and
yeah,
other reinforcement metals, and then they're like the latch things, like a tent. You know how they have the little things that stick in the ground. Like picture that, but it's way more bigger, way more sophisticated, and it's
wow,
like punched into your ground deep as fuck, so that it holds this thing down. It's like
wow.
I don't know, buried in or satchelled in. I seen when these storms hit Texas, I seen somebody go outside and with like what are those things called? The hatchets or the little things that when you punch it down, it's a hatch
Okay.
thing, right?
Yeah,
What are
like
the
like a lever type thing.
strips or whatever?
Hmm.
Right, but and it has you pull it and it tightens the little rope. Okay, so anyways, this they on one side of the trailer to the next side of the trailer, four of them had
Wow.
them like tied their trailer down to the most redneck shit I've
Holy.
ever seen. But hey, it worked.
Wow. Well,
It
they're
worked.
lucky.
I mean, I'd strap my
They
house out.
are lucky. Are you in Texas then?
No, I was in Texas, so that's
Oh,
where I'm
you were
from.
in Texas.
Well, yeah, I was born in Georgia, and then I moved to Texas when I was 15, and didn't leave there till I was 27. So.
Oh, okay. Do you guys have tornadoes in Georgia then? Oh,
Yeah, we had tornado, but not like major.
no.
The only tornado that I was ever like real deal was an F5, and it took the whole house that we were in, except for the bathroom we were standing in. But when you're a kid, that shit does not register to you. You don't really
Yeah,
realize how big of a deal it is because you're a fucking kid,
yeah,
you know. But that's the only like real deal. I've stood out here alive as the sirens were going off and the storm was coming in. Like we watched the sky change, and then it almost ripped my phone. Or, no, it ripped my umbrella out of my hand. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm going inside."
wow.
Yeah, that was like I don't know, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I had a whole ass tornado going on.
Do you have tornadoes where you are, Lion's Den or Alley Cat or Sam? I know you don't, Sam, and
Not at all.
Yes, we do.
yeah,
We are we get tornado like watches quite often, but an actual warning is when you have to take it a little more seriously.
uh,
We stood here at the campground though, and we watched a tornado like just like stripping up things. It was in a
wow,
bare. It was in a bare field, so it
crazy,
wasn't. We knew it wasn't coming this way, but they can switch directions really fast.
wow.
We don't have tornadoes here in Arizona.
We got
You're
a
in
tornado
Arizona too, I
warning
forgot.
actually for the first. I shouldn't say first time because it happened last year, but Like times year we got tornado warning in Oregon, and that never happens. But it did.
We don't get them at all here in Vancouver,
Really?
Canada, like British
Okay. Oh,
Columbia.
how's
Yeah.
Canada?
One thing
Where
we
is
do
it
get
in
is
Canada that looks, I guess it looks like really old, like I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's gosh, it
What's
looks
that?
like really like an old, like it still has a lot of the old buildings and it looks more like you're in Europe, I guess.
I have no idea, but like they
We
have
learned
all
about it
this
in
like
school, but
old
obviously I didn't
towns.
listen very well.
Yeah, like they have like Fort Langley, and like that's like all the fort places, I guess. And they do like dress up like the olden days, and
So what is different about like what is it provinces? Is that right?
yeah, we have
What
province.
is different where they speak more French? Like, is there just
That's
different
back
area?
east.
Okay.
So and I'm on the west coast, so like Sam and then Lion, or sorry, Alley Cat. I'm like right above them basically.
Okay.
And then like back the other way, like Nova Scotia and Quebec and like Ontario. Like Scully, she probably knows some French, I bet.
Now, is that something you just learn from where you are, or is that more school?
Well, you have to learn it in school. It's our second language. So we're always supposed to have a second language, but like after grade 9, you don't have to take it anymore. So a lot of people choose not to continue, but if
All
you
I learned
choose
about
to, then you
Canada
like get.
was from you can't do that on television, and what was the other show? Degrassi. That's the
Oh
most I
yeah,
learned about
Degrassi, yeah.
Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. That was filmed where I'm from in Vancouver.
You watched Degrassi?
Hell
Me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we actually watched it in school.
You gonna tell me you didn't watch Degrassi?
We
Yeah,
watched
I did, but
Degrassi
I
and
thought that
Saved
was
by the
like,
Bell and
No,
Full
it was
House and
it was
all
late
of them.
'80s. It was late
Oh
'80s. Was
yeah.
Yeah,
oh, girl,
Different
you
Degrassi?
mean the
Strokes.
original Degrassi?
You better
Oh,
Yeah.
stop. You better quit. Like
I'm
right
talking about the
now,
Drake
Sam.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, you know what? I'm about to
Yes.
go real life. I'm about to go real life, and I'm gonna come
I'm
over and
thinking you
change
meant the
that.
next generation Degrassi.
I
Did
Okay, never
thought
did
mind.
I
the one
did
with
I
Drake.
say Degrassi Next Generation?
No, you just said Degrassi. We don't say next generation. You just talk about Degrassi, you know?
I don't think I've ever seen a Next Generation one.
Holy shit.
I forget that there was an original one before
Well,
that one.
damn. I didn't even know that till right now.
Saved by the
Yeah,
Bell. That
I
was the
think
shit. 90210.
I think
Okay,
it didn't
all
have that
you
many
young ones
seasons.
can stop. You young ones can stop right now. I'm gonna be dark on my 50th birthday because I ain't about to have none of you clowning me.
You know what?
I
Um,
was about to
I
say,
You're
girl,
not
you
that
watching
much
the
older
same
than
shows
me.
we
You're only
watching?
4 years older than me.
look, my 30th
No, by the
birthday.
time you were
It's
watching
got to be my.
Degrassi, I was watching Barney with my kids. So,
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I'm like, wait, you watching Degrassi?
Oh, Barney.
Wow.
but yeah, there was a show called You Can't Do That on Television that was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That was from Canada too.
Yeah.
And what was that themed around?
It was like
Stuff
a
you can't
sketch
do.
comedy, like
Yeah.
a sketch comedy show, kind of like all
God, yeah.
that.
Or like Just for Laughs. Yeah.
God, I remember. Do they still do Saturday Night Live?
Yeah. They're
Allie, the
not
truck is
funny
still
though
here.
anymore.
Not like it used to be, though, right?
No, hell no.
Did
Yeah,
you
it's
watch
too
Jersey
expensive.
Shore, Lion?
I
Oh
still
my
watch
gosh.
Jersey
No,
Shore.
Watch it.
no, I was
No,
too busy.
but I
I had
watched One
But
Tree
my
I
Hill.
just
kids were
I watched.
little.
One Tree Hill. Hell yeah.
Oh my God, One Tree Hill was
Oh,
my fucking shit. Oh my God, every Wednesday I was glued to that TV.
I like that show.
I used
I
to
did
that show
watch
was very, very good.
I did watch The Secret Life of American Teenager. I loved that
Yeah,
show.
I liked
I
that one
hated I
too.
hated Amy, but I loved that show.
I liked that one
Never watched
too.
that one.
I did like that one. But One Tree Hill is like slept on, honestly. That's a really good
Yeah, I
show.
liked One Tree Hill. It was good.
What version
And
of a
what about that?
Cinderella
What was
story?
the OC or whatever? Or not OC.
Yeah.
What do
Uh,
you? What were you
they
saying?
they were on the beach. One of the beach ones, OC or something like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, I thought it was like 2012 or something.
I don't
Ocean 12 or something like that.
know.
No, that's like Ocean's 11. That's a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember
OC,
what the name
no,
of
I
it.
don't remember no C. I just One Tree Hill, and then there was one with that one chick. I think it was Gilmore Girls or something like
Oh, I
that.
Yeah,
loved
that
Gilmore
one's
Girls.
alright.
Loved it. I
Yeah.
loved that show. I always
Um,
wanted to live in Stars Hollow.
And Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
hmm
That one. And fucking Charmed. I still watch Charmed.
I like Charm too.
I love Charmed.
I rewatched Beverly Hills 90210 during the pandemic.
I love Rhino Tunnel. And I liked the new one that came out too. I wish it never ended. I liked that one.
Oh, I like Saved by the Bell too, Amy.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I was a kid, though.
Yeah.
I think they had a newer, like a reboot of it, but I didn't watch that one.
And then I know they have a new one of, I think, Full House. They made like the grown up version where they're now parents or something.
Oh yeah, Fuller House. It was on
Yeah,
Netflix.
Full
Yeah.
House.
I never got to see the very last one.
We just watched Voicemails for Isabel. We
Uh-huh.
just watched that movie. It's on
Oh,
Netflix. It made me cry. It was sad.
oh.
Have y'all seen that video the Blues Clues guy made for adults? The old
No.
Blues Clues guy. He's
Oh, Steve.
like, yeah, talking to us.
Yeah,
Steve,
I
he's talking to
follow
us
him.
now.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
follow him.
bawled. I bawled. I was like, oh my god.
That's
Because
funny.
Didn't they
I
get
know.
rid of
'Cause,
him because he was going bald?
I heard it was because of pedo stuff, but apparently that
Oh,
was the
That's
subway
what I was
guy.
just
And
gonna say too. I heard that
apparently I was
same.
mistaken. That's wrong, and that was the subway guy, and they look alike.
No, there
oh,
was the
that
Subway guy
Subway guy
too.
was
But I
nasty.
heard the same thing about Steve.
Yeah,
And
Did
then they
you
No,
ever
brought
yeah,
listen
another
to the
guy in there.
tapes from the Subway guy? The tapes that he
yeah, I
made?
did. I did, but Janelli, that was like it's not true because he was on an actual episode with the new guy.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, but
What's the one that
I'm
had
glad.
like major bedhead in it and stuff?
I don't know, but
Molly and that big comfy couch.
that's what I was just about to say. Molly and the big comfy couch.
Yeah, that one was
I
pretty
was
good.
just showing my kids that. I was like, dude, I remember this lady laying down and being a clock, pulling things out of her big ass couch. Like she's literally the size of a cushion.
Yes, I would have loved a couch that big.
Yes, I loved
Oh
Saved
my
by the
gosh,
Bell.
they
Like
have
I didn't really
new
get.
couches that are sold like that Shaquille O'Neal or whatever, the big basketball guy. And it's like he can lie down on it. I'm like, fuck, I want that couch.
Oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. There's one that's like a bean. It looks like a extra large bean bag. It's like huge, like a queen to king size like bean bag. I want it.
Wow. Yeah, I love beanbag chairs as well.
Like they are very comfortable. I can imagine
I always slept in one for a long time. Loved them.
yeah. See, my mom is complete polar opposite. She cannot like if it fits every form of her body. She's like, no, I don't. She wants it stiff
Uh,
and
I want one of
she
those boneless chairs that you see on TikTok,
yeah.
like the boneless chairs and the boneless couches.
that like you just like blow up with air type thing.
No, they are like air, like they're vacuum sealed, and then you open them or you undo it, and then it takes like 24 hours for it to completely
Well, it's like
expand.
foam, yeah. You're all quiet again, Allie. Cat.
I don't know.
Are you tired tonight?
Not really. Just
No.
don't got a
Bored?
whole lot to say.
Bored?
Yeah.
We're boring.
I'm telling you, I don't care what people think. I could live in my camper. I love my camper so much.
Oh, that would be fun.
It's so relaxed. I work from home, and it's so easy to keep clean, and I just love it.
Yeah.
One of my surgeries, I recovered here because everything was on one level. And have all my stairs to go up and down. Something on my golf cart, so I came out here tonight because I had to be here in the morning. So I'm like, I just rather wake up here.
Yeah.
So I just got here like 2 hours ago,
Oh, cool.
and then I'm gonna go run that over there. Go home. I want to take all my laundry from here home, like my bedding and stuff. Go home and wash it, and then come back because my daughter wants to come back to go swimming.
Oh, cool. You
So we'll
guys are
probably stay.
on a lake then?
No, we have a pool here. We're on the river,
Oh,
but
cool.
we have a pool here. So she's at that age where she'll come and just like lay out and tan with me instead of going.
Yeah.
I don't have to play.
Right.
My granddaughter next year, I'll be bringing her out here, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
But I am gonna go to bed. I gotta be up at 7. So, and it's 2:30 now. So,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I will talk to everybody later.
night. Good
Oh,
night.
hold on. I cashed in my things. Where is it? Spread some love. Hold on.
Yay.
Yay! Oh,
That was
that's
cute.
cute.
Yeah. Hurt my earthling. Oh.
Oh, thank you, Einstein.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. She's so sweet, Langdon.
What's that?
I said she's so sweet.
Oh my gosh, look at that one. That was so cute.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's my favorite one.
Oh, the little earthworm
Yes,
thing.
it's so cute because it like hatches and then it's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, Kaylin, don't take this personally, but I just like this one.
It's the tomato, my
Yeah,
god.
I just think it's so funny. I'm so easily entertained.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good night. I'll probably
Good
see y'all
night.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank
Bye.
you.
See you later.
Good night.
My goodness, that's so cute. Man. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of like Nemo's like, hi, Bruce.
What?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Nemo vibes.
Nemo.
Hello, Nemo.